concept of the multiverse, the concept of alternative universes with alternative laws of physics. If there was something that they could do that might open up a door to a parallel universe, you don't think they would do it?
Hello! Welcome to the Weekend Pregame, episode 62, I believe. I've kind of lost count since I no longer put that in the title of the videos for different reasons.
Oh my, you're getting all fancy up in here now. You got
I know.
The studio applause. Oh boy.
Ooh.
When did we have a studio audience?
Today.
Okay.
Today.
We have a
All
laugh
right,
track?
you fuckers, you're now at our mercy. Get ready for pain.
So yeah, we've got plenty to talk about. We're going to talk about the illegal immigrants and all the things that they're doing across the world with the focus on America. We have someone's thoughts on how male bonding could get better.
Oh God.
And then if you've ever been homo nationalist curious, we're going to cover that. So you might be able to figure out if that's for you or not.
I'm going to need a definition.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Dude,
Still going to go Mr. Roboto?
Attic freak, yeah, he freaked out for a
Oh,
moment.
is it me?
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah.
Of course it was me. Let me make
You got
sure.
the wind going on right now, so yeah. Some technical difficulties.
Let me just also make sure anything else that might be taken out with my bandwidth.
Oh, yeah.
Check all your Pirate Bay downloads.
Yeah.
I typically don't do that while streaming. Also, don't use Pirate Bay. I know about private trackers. I saw there was like this, I forget who put it out. It was somebody I followed on Twitter, but they put out this image of the iceberg thing and like the degrees of like what kind of pirate you were. And I forget what it was, but there was like a lot of stuff that I just naturally do that for like privacy purposes that put me at the bottom of the iceberg. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't. All right.
You're ahead
Like
of the
these
curve.
are things I've been doing for years just because that's the right thing to do. I don't remember. I should have saved the image because it was interesting, all the different stuff. Because there was a lot of stuff privacy wise that I had never heard of. But yeah, let's see. What else do we got? Well, how have you guys been? What have you guys been up to?
Did an eight almost 9 hour stream yesterday of Knights of the Republic 2, finishing that up. So
You did do that.
I don't know what I was
How
thinking.
did it end?
With a lot of frustration and anger, but it ended.
Like the Acolyte.
Well, which a much better resolve, I would say, but it definitely it reminded me, and even my brother backed it up in the chat, was that older games you definitely had you could not just fly loosey goosey with a build. You kind of had to actually put together a bit of a template to go in and stick to it. I could not be a fence sitting cuck. I had to actually commit to a certain side of it. And yeah, so I learned a very valuable lesson that day.
I thought you were trying to do light side and not.
Well, I was doing the light side, yes. Like the force alignment, yes. But like when it comes to build, like having a specific like build, you can't just try and mix and match too much. You have to kind of like focus in either like the combat or the force powers and stuff like that. Certain things you can kind of blend together, but you really have to like, if you want certain to get to kind of cheese the game too on top of it, you got to focus on certain builds.
Would you say that might be a weakness for the game, since you can't like kind of just make it the way you want it? Or is that, I can see that being looked at as a positive and a negative.
It's a bit of, you can see it as a bit of a double-edged sword, but because like I was trying to play too much of the balance, and it really just trying to balance yourself out with certain builds will just kind of kick you in the ass, especially if you maybe get a little too far ahead than you're supposed to. Because I think I might have needed to do some more questing, level up a little bit more for this for the specialized build, but yeah, so it was a valuable lesson, and I learned it, and I won't make that same mistake again.
What about you, Brad? What have you been up to? Is work still kicking you in the ass?
Yeah, work is literally still killing me. I mean, I checked. It's been 3 weeks since I've done any damn video. I just like this live stream is all I can do because I can't sit down to like actually edit and do anything. I just don't have the mental fortitude right now. It's just.
Am I, or is that Brad this time?
No, he's dipping in and out.
Okay. You were like this, and then you went down, and then you went back up.
Yeah.
Might have just been me moving around
a little bit.
My throat is killing me too. Yeah, it's just a dozen new cases, and I have to rebuild them all.
Okay. Oh, you were kind of talking about that last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. And I am lucky. I've been in situations like that, not to like the level of work that's required for that kind of stuff, but someone leaves and things weren't where you thought they were, and you find that out, and you gotta quickly regain ground somehow.
Yeah.
And then you suddenly find out, oh, this case is set for trial in a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Has anything been done? Nope. Okay. No problem there. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look who it is.
Well, looky who we got here. The other furry.
Wow.
Wait, who's the first furry?
Dermy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, so there won't be any Dermy. He's got it's that time of the month for him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, Meteor Advocate Timon here says he's counting the minutes for X to be banned from his country of residence.
Oh, that's right.
Weird. Also, that judge, like I've seen pictures of him before, but holy shit, you can't like make a better villain looking motherfucker.
Is that the one that looks like he's dressed like the Emperor?
Yeah.
What's his
like
name?
He's like the Emperor meets the bad guy from Roger Rabbit, because he's kind of got like crazy eyes.
Bro, he should be
Lloyd?
an actor. He makes a great villain.
Yeah,
You're right.
What does this guy look like? Let's see.
And then also we've got Kel in the chat. How are you doing, good sir?
Howdy.
Shaka Zulu, how have you been, man? You've been
Oh my god,
kid. I'm glad you showed up though, because you've got some answering to do for your generation.
Yeah, you do.
I don't even like myself. I can't. I don't even want to know what I think of people my age.
oh my god,
dude. Yes, exactly.
this dude.
with the nose.
What's his name? I have to see this now.
Hold on. Let me just show you his image.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. Well, I would say Elon Musk put something up, but he tweets almost as bad as an 11-year-old girl.
I was gonna say he tweets like a
Almost.
freaking teenage girl, so it's gonna be tough to see anything.
Look at this dude.
Bro,
I see
mean-
the villain from Roger Rabbit. I see that.
Yeah.
you look so good.
Yeah.
You got to find the Elon tweet. Hold on,
Yeah, I don't have that.
because it was so fucking good. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up.
Oh boy.
While I look for this, Shock, how about you? What have you been up to, man? You've been busy.
Yeah, I've been busy. I was looking through my storage through stuff, and I found my 3DS, and so I bought a charger to see if it
Oh,
still
boy.
worked.
Oh, cool.
And I found my DS Lite,
Oh.
and my Nintendogs are still alive.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then my dog was watching me pet my virtual dog and calling it a good girl. And like you could just see the sadness on her face, like, I'm real, pet me.
You betrayed me,
Yeah.
That was so good.
you digital whore.
That was so funny. I'm like, I forgot how fun the DS was, man. It was great.
Yeah, I like what Timon said. He's a Bond villain meets Harry Potter villain. Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't freaking spell Japanese, but he looks.
Oh,
like
he could
someone
be
from the
Darth
Yakuza.
Bane. He could be Darth
Oh,
Bane. There we
dang,
go.
He does.
Yeah, so his name is Alexandre de Mores.
Darth
Okay,
de
maybe-
Mores. Why does that sound like death?
It does. It sounds like a hot sauce that I would try.
Muerte.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is the bad guy that told Elon Musk the other day that he had 24 hours to report to Brazil, or they were going to ban X today. And so that 24 hours, I believe, has ran up at this point. After what just happened to the guy who runs Telegram,
Mm-hmm.
good luck getting a social media fucking owner to show up and to your country on your request. And also, I don't know if you guys have heard
Mhm.
much about the Telegram stuff. I've kind of been following it. The guy who owns
This is
it,
a psyop.
okay, well,
Telegram
let's-
or the
Yeah.
banning of it?
No,
Telegram.
they want to convert him.
Oh,
Well,
they're not
okay, so
complying.
the reason he said the only reason he went to France is because he was invited by Macron
Mhm.
to go to dinner, and then he just
Yep.
shows up and he just gets arrested.
It was a trap.
Ah,
He
Well,
should have known. He should have.
The other thought is it actually, I don't think he likes Putin. And
he's
they
not
want to
rooting
try to
for him?
probably, convert Telegram for use from some 3-letter agencies.
Ah.
So they've
yeah.
been for a long time, and he's resisted. They've been doing it for a long time, and actually, from what I understand, Telegram is not end-to-end encrypted unless you actually use their feature for what they call a secret chat.
Mm.
And in that case, then you do have the encryption. I tell people to use the app Signal. If you really, and I think everyone should be using Signal because that would fucking piss off the government. But all of your chats are end-to-end encrypted. No one can get into it. No one can take them. It's on all the mobile devices. People should be using Signal for their text messaging and everything.
It's not like what they're called, Proton Mail.
Well, so I don't think Proton Mail has a chat, an instant
Oh,
messaging
yeah.
thing. And also, so Proton Mail does do end-to-end encryption, but you have to be emailing between two Proton Mail addresses.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it doesn't work that way. And
Didn't
that's
Hillary Clinton
just
use
kind of
that?
how email is, unless you learn
Yeah.
how to use like GPG and exchange your keys and all that stuff. You're never going to have encrypted email.
Yeah.
But when it comes to chat apps, I strongly recommend Signal. They're not as social media like Telegram is.
Or you mean it? Wouldn't you compare this more to WhatsApp?
I haven't used WhatsApp in forever.
Because it was
Yeah, I haven't touched that one in some time.
in Europe, they don't get unlimited minutes. So in Europe, nobody texts. Everybody just gets data plans and they use WhatsApp.
No one should be using text messages to begin with. One, if you're sending messages on your iPhone, you're using data. And actually, I think SMS, SMS technology has shifted to data, and most places have removed what they call a text plan.
Mm-hmm.
But like as soon as the smartphone came out, there was absolutely no reason to pay those companies for text messages.
It uses data regardless, you know.
Yeah. And well, the MMS, which is the technology for sending media via quote unquote text message, has always been data driven and not based off of the text messaging technology. So,
yeah, it's dying.
Yeah. Oh, and Timon's updating us. They are almost 2 hours past how long Twitter was supposed to be allowed to be up.
This is gonna be like the New Year's countdown. 5,
Is
4,
right?
3.
Yeah, see, Timon says they use WhatsApp. America is like the only country that still has like texting plans.
So here's the thing with WhatsApp. Doesn't Facebook own that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Facebook's-
Yes.
Facebook's already been known to turn over their data when need be.
Mhm.
They'll
Well, the
fucking
funny
hand
thing
over
is-
the keys to everything. I don't know.
Where would you have heard that?
Oh, I don't know. That wasn't like in the news recently. or
That's like
anything.
the birth of Facebook. It's not even like they bent the knee; they were born on the knee.
Yeah.
Look, look. Hey, unless I hear it from Mark Zuckerberg, I'm not going to believe it. Let me just put it that way.
and
Don't
that's not a
res-
human, so that's not an actual answer.
That's true.
Shock. Don't research DARPA or anything like that. Like, just don't do that.
Okay, well,
Did you notice he's trying to look more human by growing his hair out or like wearing a curly wig or something? I mean, it still looks like Mr. Data in a wig.
He does look more human though, and that's why I don't believe he's human. Like even more so now. Like he got like a update.
Oh my god!
So that was something
Software
Tim Pool was
update.
talking about a couple weeks ago. He was talking about how
2.0.
he thinks the internet got to Zuckerberg, and so he's like started working out,
Bullying works.
started doing things to like not be the scrawny little thing he was.
Right.
All right, so we could be having a special guest joining us in a little bit, so we're holding off on all the illegal stuff towards the end because do you need 38 seconds there, Duke? Oh, there's a dog.
Doggy.
Awfully bold of you, sir.
Oh, no
Right?
puppy.
What's wrong?
So I think the first thing we'll go into tonight is put Shock on the stand and have him explain his generation,
Sure.
Explain yourself.
because
This is a
person-
death sentence, by the way.
Autism.
this person has felt the need to represent all the people in Gen Z, and I think you need to help explain what he's
bastard.
trying to say here.
Oh God. Read it, bro. You didn't even spell it backwards right. It's supposed to be a what? Sexism or
What was the what?
What?
Is that an interpretive dance in the car? I mean,
Was
what the
it?
hell?
I don't know what that was. That's not even like the fun autism. That's like the
It's across
Maybe
his,
he was having a seizure. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say he because we can't assume Gen
we
Z.
don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah,
Bro.
the nails were
We'll see.
painted. I
And-
mean,
And his username is Puppy Dog City.
oh, that's a furry.
City boy.
Keep any small animals
Puppy,
away
monkey,
from him.
baby.
He's trying to fuck him.
So his first hand says Gen X, and then the second hand says Millennials, and then he's got Gen Z on his face because that must be him.
Puppy
and it-
Dog
And
Pals
it
is
says
a TV
victim
show.
across his forehead,
Fuck, no.
and then he flashes the Z, waiting for Zoltan.
What is the message? I still don't know what we're conveying here.
Gen Z has not lost yet. The war rages on. I didn't know Gen Z was losing.
I didn't know we were in a war against them.
I mean, hold on. No. My perspective is you are winning. What do you mean? That whole video, that's what's winning right now.
Sadly, yes.
That's actually true.
Getting
Oh, he has
clicked.
nail polish too. Totally
Yeah.
missed that.
Oh yeah.
He's wearing nail polish.
What color's the nail polish? I know. I have
Multi.
to ask.
That'll look reddish.
Static, you've never painted your nails black. Don't lie to me.
Oh, I've painted my nails black. I was fucking metal as fuck.
That's
from
what
it.
I'm saying.
Big.
What color is it?
I had black hair and everything. Shit.
Oh, gay.
I also had pink highlights for a while.
Ooh, pink used to be cool.
Hold on. I'm gonna show this again when we're talking about his nails.
Do
So
we need
he
to go?
does
Can we slow it down?
he does the woman thing. And I know this because
Oh, dude, I know what that
I'm
is.
married
That's
to
the
a
trailer.
cosmetologist.
That's the trailer for the Netflix version of The Woman King.
So
What,
you
he's
see, he's got the
checkered?
one finger that's different from all the rest of them. The black
Okay,
and
that's
white
kind of
checkered.
cool.
Okay.
I like the checkered.
Well, you like the
God.
checker just because it's like a rude boy thing.
Yeah.
Rude boy thing? What the hell?
Yeah, it's like a music thing.
Why does the mouth look like the Joker? It doesn't look natural.
What the? Okay.
You know
Going
what?
on?
Somebody is off their meds. I think that's very
Yeah,
clear.
I think
Yeah.
I
Millenn-
think Fractured
the-
nailed it.
Gen X, millennial.
You're making me defend Big Pharma here, bro.
This is because of Big Pharma.
Yeah. He's off his beds, bro.
He's on too much.
What are, I mean,
Oh, and then he punches the
the
camera.
war
Yeah.
is on. The Gen Z is not lost. I mean, I'm trying to
Weird.
understand you. What are you trying to tell us?
I don't know.
Use-
Yeah.
As my
I-
aunt would say, use your words. What are you
Words.
trying to tell us?
Someone fell down the old well.
I don't understand sign language. I'm sorry.
Who has it, Savage Dad? Who has
No,
it?
hold on.
Oh boy.
This is
Oh boy.
I could file a lawsuit for,
What?
Slander.
for slander
Things that
here.
happened for
Because I was
Defamation.
young when Alanis Morissette
truth
came out.
is the
Give a
defense.
fuck.
Truth is the
Wow,
defense.
Professor Savage is going after everyone.
And I also hate 9 Inch Nails. I think, and you know what? Just to prove my point more, fuck Tool. Maynard's a retard.
Wait, what did Tool do?
They're fucking tools.
Oh, okay. I'm not up to date on all the band's dramas out there.
I was never into the grunge stuff and all that. I was into the punk rock and the metal and the hardcore, and the metalcore was really
Yeah.
my wheelhouse.
You know what's worse than like your favorite band, like being pieces of shit, is what if like Nickelback was super based? That would really suck. That would really
Nickelback is
suck.
overhated.
Yes.
Oh, Brad's a fan. Brad's a fan.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Fine.
Everybody
We
boo
took a
his
chord.
band. Boo.
There's been a lot of Nickelback fans coming out of the woodwork.
They are.
Like they're like, people are not afraid to defend their.
Well, the early
That's
2000s
what the video we just
The
saw.
one
And
thing-
maybe
the one
maybe he's
thing-
talking about.
are not as mentioned as they used to be. Like,
Right.
We can come out now, right? It's
Look,
safe to
let's-
say it, right?
Let's be
Gonna
real.
press for too
It's like
long.
the secret Trump voters.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Let's be real. Nickelback is damn good at fucking writing an earbug. You know,
Yeah.
they
songs
can
get in
write
your
that
head.
jam that's going to get stuck in your head, and you're going to be pissed off about it because it won't.
There was a documentary that we watched the other week. What was it called? I think it was on
Personally, if I had to choose, I'm going Creed before Nickelback
Yeah.
because they can take you higher.
because they have a better guitarist.
I would
Their
prefer
guitarist is fucking
Tool,
sick.
even though they're not the same genre.
Oh, here it is. Hate to Love Nickelback. That's what it was called.
The thing is I mean, I listened to Nickelback probably like every day in the early 2000s. Like, I'm good.
Because you didn't have a choice.
You didn't have a choice.
That's why they became hated.
You had a choice.
No,
Put a
You could
fucking
turn the
CD
channel.
in and don't listen to the radio.
I was a kid. I was a teen. I didn't have control over my
only
dad's
Nickelback
radio.
song I know I listened to and enjoyed was "Hero" from Spider-Man 1. But that was the only reason
Yeah,
why I liked
that's
it.
But that's
was
just a
from the-
Chad Kroger song. That's not a Nickelback song.
That's a cover. I didn't know
No,
that.
I don't believe it's a cover. I think it's just called the same name.
It's called
Yeah.
Hero, but
Yeah.
it's just Chad Kroger. It's not Nickelback.
Oh, it's not a
No idea.
Nickelback song. Okay.
No.
How
It's
do you
just the lead
guys
singer.
feel about?
I just like I said, that's just I know the one song I enjoyed from the guy. So,
yeah,
but again, because of Spider-Man.
it is a good song.
Okay, I guess Savage Jazz in my corner.
Savage. Savage is like working on a band.
I
That's
feel
what-
like
that's
you
what he's
guys
doing. He
dated in high
he
school.
wants
Or
to-
something.
Yeah, but it sounds like it's made out of people who go to
Actually,
Columbine.
It's more like I turned down
The trench
Savage.
coat mafia boys.
I turned down Savage back in high school, and now he's trying to get back.
You just don't remember. You
We're
don't
getting the
remember.
band back
Jill-
together, man.
Jilted lover. Oh,
Now
no.
look, I was allowed to have the pink stripe in my hair when it was dyed black because I was in a band and we played concerts. Okay.
Mm.
no
that's-
matter how
Like
you
concerts,
try and
not shows.
justify
You
When I
it,
play
was
it's
in,
concerts.
still
whenever I
pretty
was in
gay.
a metalcore band, the hair went black. It's like, all right, I'm metal.
Blah.
So it was,
It was a rock show, not a rock
performance
concert.
art thing.
I hope they're gentle with you on the casting couch.
Ooh. It was a van, but
there was no casting couch. What are you
It was a
talking
van.
about? We were
Sure.
a bunch of losers.
they had to
Do we
like
get all-
fold
do we
the.
get all
Harvey
independent?
Weinstein will not give them the time of day.
Aw.
I will say though,
we had
I
the
played
pink stripe
two-
for a reason, though, right?
I played two big concerts. Once I accidentally played a show with Seven Dust.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh,
And
I
then
know.
the other band was intentional. That probably maybe Shock's the only one that heard of. But I also played a show with Scary Kids Scaring Kids. Okay, yeah, no one's heard of them at all.
no. Sorry.
They're a pretty big national act for a while.
Oh,
Maybe
here we go.
Savage has heard of them because they are from Arizona.
Oh, that might be
Alright.
why. More regional thing.
Well, they went on world tours and shit.
Oh,
Like, have you heard of Hollywood Undead?
Hollywood Undead. No.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
It was like punk and stuff. Not really my thing.
Yeah. So, who wants to know what a homo nationalist is?
Oh God.
I want to hear what
it's
Kamala
fun.
is saying. Quiet, you.
Oh,
Oh God. Here he goes. He's
You're
off in his own little
racist.
corner.
You said it wrong. It's Kamala.
Kamala. Kamalala.
Kamala?
Never
Actually, I'm more
Kamala
curious
to the
what Trump's
border.
saying. I don't know how.
Oh my
I feel
God,
about
she's
the IGF.
smiling way too much at the white man.
Oh.
She likes the white man. She just
Yes,
has
she
to say that
does.
she hates him though. Okay.
Is that
Oh, boy.
static?
What the fuck is going on?
This is a picture of me back when I was 20.
I like the maid outfit.
Which one?
Yeah, he's on the left.
Yeah.
Oh,
I already
you're,
mentioned the pink hair.
This is
Yeah.
before this.
A
This is
maid
right before
pope.
a show.
Before the growth spurt.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's just Steve.
Oh yeah, that's Steve, yeah.
Before all the meth got to him.
Hi, I'm here live with.
Paul.
What are your beliefs?
I'm a homosexual, so I support homo nationalism. This is a Nazgul flag, and I also support communism. So,
Is this like
I'm
homos
confused again.
taking over the world?
no, not homos taking over the world, but homos creating their homo state.
What's wrong in our country?
Homo dependence.
I'm so confused.
Because I mean,
Homos creating their homo state.
I
It's homostasius.
The word because
You know what?
I-
I blame all parents who were raising kids in the 90s because this is how this shit happened.
Hey,
When they stopped spanking kids, stopped punishing them, and gave everyone a fucking trophy. That's why all these kids are out there doing this shit now because
I
they
am
think
the-
they're so fucking special.
I am the epitome of a '90s child.
You
First
think you're
kiss
so
was
fucking special, don't
1991
you?
For me, What?
I at least got my punishments when I
got
what I got
Dude.
deserved.
My parents, when I was a teenager, my parents went to like a parenting class and they came back with this spanking tool, and I think my mom was just
A
obsessed with it. And I
tool?
got spanked when I was fucking 16. Like
Yeah,
I got
spank-
whoopings.
Yeah, I learned my
My-
lesson at least by that point.
Your parents need to attend a class to learn how to use a belt. Is that what you're saying?
my mom didn't. She was
You know what?
Italian.
It was a church thing, and you know how like they can kind of like manipulate people and stuff sometimes. Like
No, you know what? I'm gonna put the blame of this all on anime. It turns the kids gay. And the
Okay, Matt
VTubers,
Walsh.
the VTubers,
I
and all that. You know what?
Where's
I'm
your
sorry,
Matt
what-
Walsh
all
hat?
this
What
comes
else
from
what else would
Tumblr.
is the cause for this?
It's Tumblr.
well, you can tell that all this kid
Tumblr's
watches
dead.
is anime, though.
I
You
know, but this is
all
where
this
it
dude's
comes
watching
from.
is anime. Tumblr's dead.
No, but
Yeah,
that's where
when
they
they
come
got-
from.
Where they did, yes, at one point.
And then they
No,
ruined.
killed it.
They're all homeless. All we need to do is just have taxpayers fund Tumblr again, so all the weirdos can stay at home.
Tumblr just needs to
Maybe
allow
maybe Kamala's going to say that we're going to fund Tumblr.
I would
Tumblr
actually
just-
vote for that.
by the way-
I think the world would be better. For
By
Tumblr
the
just
way,
needs to
this-
re-allow the porn again, and they can all go back.
I kind of buried the lead. This interview was taking place outside of the DNC.
Of course.
Oh.
That-
Outweirding the chick
that's where
that
this is happening.
had the
Oh,
crossbow.
wait, he's filled with joy.
No, actually, he was there with the Palestinian protesters,
Well, they're about joy.
or she, or I don't know what the fuck it is.
This one looks
We-
more
we've got-
sane than the one with the crossbow, though. I'm just being
I
real.
remember that one.
Yeah,
Oh
that was RNC,
yeah. So we've still got we've got a bit more left of this. Let's see what else this character has to say here.
Country now to not support this.
I mean, I think what's wrong is the fact that we have these anti-Israel protests. Like, Israel is the only pro-gay state in the Middle East, and I would unironically
Yes.
support Israel forcefully making Palestinians
rights
get
is
on
Jewish
estrogen
rights, so
and
yes.
transition.
Whoa! Roll it back.
I'm so confused.
So Israel's doing what Thailand does?
He said forcefully.
Forcefully.
Oh my god.
I agree.
Forcefully making Palestinians get on estrogen and transition.
Hi, I'm here live with.
I agree. Israel's got to go.
I'm sorry.
What are the odds? What are the odds that this is an actual like based ass troll?
This is a base troll. That's what
Yeah,
I'm getting.
I
from
hope
it.
to God.
I think so. He
Big
knows
thing is-
he knows some things.
He's way too charismatic, and he speaks well. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about its attire.
It.
What do
But
we
he
got going
looks-
on here?
He's
But,
he's
like,
half
well, hold on.
Pope,
If you
half
take-
made.
So if you take away the attire though, even he's still kind of twinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Um,
yeah.
He's still now
You're
he's-
not ding dong, that's for damn sure.
If you go back to this,
Well,
you can see he's wearing like fucking eyeshadow underneath
Mhm.
his eyes.
This looks like a fucked up maid's outfit.
yeah, mixed with the Pope.
And I think he's even got lipstick on.
Or
I
or
don't-
maybe like a black Alice in Wonderland outfit.
This dude's hilarious. I
How are we
kinda
gonna
like him.
force the Palestinians on estrogen?
You put it in the water
Because-
supply.
No, they're using all the pipes to make bombs and missiles, so they can't do that.
gay bomb.
hey,
A
Shock,
gay bomb.
Shock, do you know what happens when you drink water out of a plastic bottle?
Oh, you get
You turn gay.
plastics in your body, and then they
And,
turn
and
you gay.
well, it's not just that, but there's stuff in plastic that carries estrogen.
Oh,
And so when you're drinking out of water bottle, particularly ones that are like bottled water that you get from the store because it's been sitting in that bottle for who knows how long, though that water will have higher levels of estrogen, and
interesting.
therefore turn you soy. So
Is-
that's exactly how you would force Palestinians to.
Is that why far right extremists drink liquid death canned water, even though it's lined with plastic? Which
Yeah,
is the
I
most
know.
Republican thing
I
I've ever
know.
heard, yeah.
I know.
is that what that liquid death shit is now?
That's what it is. Yeah. Don't
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Drinking gay
I didn't.
shit.
I just thought it was a dude bro thing, the liquid death stuff.
I liked it because I was trying to get off energy drinks, and I'm just like, it looks like it, but it's just water, and I'm like, this is gay.
Carbonated water.
And it
yeah.
costs just as much. They have a carbonated version, yeah.
That's it, soda, yeah. But all cans are lined with plastic anyway. Like you have to just have your own glass water bottle or something.
I have something super weird that I don't know what it is that I was hoping Steve
But
would
it's
pull up.
hadn't so far been super weird.
Well, this gets even weirder. I mean,
It's barely 9 o'clock. I'm already on the scotch. Christ, guys.
Yeah. Hitting the butthole.
but you know what? We're doing some male bonding right now.
Mm.
boy.
Well,
Hey,
let's see.
why do I
Let's
gotta
see
feel
how
this
we
gonna-
could. Let's see how we.
Do we
could,
need to sound like Tim the Tool Man?
prove our
Oh.
male bonding.
Oh no. I'm
Alright.
scared.
Bond our
I'm scared.
manhoods.
I am scared.
Dermy's missing on the manhood bonding.
What? Wait.
Male
Oh,
bonding
no.
doesn't have to be about bravado and bros. Dancing on stage naked taught me a better way.
A better way to what?
Oh, for the love of
This
Yeah,
is from the Guardian.
this is about what I was
Just
expecting.
Monday. This isn't.
Breaking
classic.
news.
Not an old article. No, we're current year in this shit. All right, let's go.
Friendships based on sport and alcohol don't always allow us to be our true selves. Shared
Yes, they do.
vulnerabilities enrich our lives.
I think alcohol has caused more gay shit between men than. than
Why I
any-
don't drink.
I haven't
Oh,
read
look,
this
we don't know what
article.
happened with Savage Dad and Devil.
We
Static.
only went to Deadpool and Steve was there.
Uh-huh.
Not Static. I was talking about in Vegas.
Oh
We brought,
yeah,
Static and Dermy when they went to McDonald's.
yeah, right. Who goes to McDonald's in Vegas? That is a very sus story.
Dirty.
I'm like, you did not go to McDonald's in Vegas.
Who goes to
dude.
McDonald's
True.
other than Trump?
Yeah,
So I haven't read this. I'm a little nervous to scroll any further.
there's a
Right,
man
check-
bun.
No, no, stop.
Oh, big boy.
We don't know.
Yeah. It's
Oh
even
my
worse.
God.
Well, at
Okay,
least they're
hold on.
covered.
Wait,
At least they're
time out.
covered.
Something's wrong with the third guy. Something's wrong with that third guy.
Which
Yeah,
third
it looks
guy?
like this is a
There's
little
something
blurry.
that is not the way an ass is supposed to look.
It looks like it might be like he might have shat himself. And
How
had
many
to
men's
censor it or
asses
something.
have
look-
you seen, dude?
He looks like he has the Hank Hill no butt.
He does look like the Hank.
Yeah,
Hill.
Well,
it's there's no cheeks. It's just like bubble.
All right,
butt in the center.
why are we critiquing
Because
the
the
man's
dude is mi-
asses? Let's move
Because
on.
the dude
please.
is not right. He's a mutant. It's like he's got a bulge in the back.
Oh Jesus!
Jesus.
Anyhow. Oh wow. So this gentleman, by the way, I saw this. I got this article from a meme that had Tim Walls as the author. Anyhow.
Coach Walls.
In
Coach.
my early 20s, I worked as a naked dancing ghost.
Oh boy! Now he's a ghost too.
I don't know what that means. I was a late stand-in for a production of Richard Wagner's The Flying Dutchman.
Oh God.
A couple of evenings a week, I strolled into the dark to Malmo Opera's functionalist home with its marble-clad columns and huge, warmly lit window surfaces. This just sounds gay. Before dancing naked. Backstage in the dressing rooms, it was almost like the atmosphere before a lower division football game.
Oh God.
Why lower division?
This guy's never been to a football game. The guys shooting the breeze, talking rubbish, except that when they returned. As a matter of fact, you want to know how I know this motherfucker's never been to a football game?
He said rubbish. Is he British?
Sweden.
Ah.
Oh, of course. I
He's
heard
talking soccer.
when you said rubbish, I was like, this
He
guy's
probably
not
is talking
American.
soccer.
He might be
Soccer.
talking soccer, lower division. I was thinking
That makes more
college
sense.
football. That does make more sense. Talking rubbish, except that when they returned one by one from the cubicle where the makeup was being applied, they were naked and corpse pale, their bodies dotted with splashes of black. Lips were chalky white and eyes were adorned with
What's
dark rings
chalky?
that gave faces a startled expression.
What?
He's just telling us what's going on in this changing room because he's fucking gay. The makeup artist had received offensive comments from one of the ghosts who had been fired. That's how I got the job. Oh. At short notice, I started the same night as the dress rehearsal in front of an audience of close to 1,000 people. Despite the cultural stereotype of Swedes being entirely comfortable with nakedness and always stripping off in public, I was embarrassed and ashamed of my body. In fact, that is why I applied for the job. I find this hard to believe.
Yeah.
I hoped it would be a form of therapy. If I'm naked a couple of nights a week, the shame would disappear.
The shame never washes off. Just
Who's worried
ask
about?
the
Okay,
walls.
maybe like, all right. Maybe he was a fat guy. I don't know. I just never considered naked shame. And even so, like, who's out there trying to like defeat it by
You're a
being
man.
naked in
Just to
public?
embrace that you're ugly.
Why does
Yeah,
he feel the
women
need
are
to?
ugly.
You're a man. Embrace your being ugly. Be
Yeah.
a man.
Why does
Be a man. You're ugly. You are not appealing to look at.
if you're ashamed of your body, get in better shape?
until
Yes.
or
I mean, so he
Join
thought that he'd feel better if he learned to be naked.
We're losing them. We're losing them.
We're dropping viewers.
This is to make up for the lack of dorming tonight.
Yeah, you're right. I do have to do something to compensate. I didn't know I was going to get this gig, to be honest. I'm how much more of this is there? Like, I want to know
Way
what
too
this
much.
has to do with bonding. Yeah, this is way fucking long. Wagner's opera is about a man who endures unspeakable inner
Wagner.
torment. Wagner, the German. I should
you
know
could
that.
skip nothing. He just talks. Oh wait, hold on. Our Cox. Okay.
Wait,
You're
wait.
fragile-
What? What? Where? What? Oh my
You're
god!
fragile, powerful,
no.
ridiculous.
Oh,
Cox dangled.
We were fragile, powerful, ridiculous, and funny at the same time. Our cocks dangled in unison to the music. This dude's gay as fuck.
Like in the angle of the dangle.
Male togetherness so often difficult
Jeez.
combined. No.
no,
This dude-
no.
If okay, I'm going back to the top, and I'm doing it the fast way, so we don't gotta worry about that
Yeah.
photo. Mr. Gunnar Ardelius.
Let's see.
You
I gotta
might
go
want to
incognito
get
before I do
out
this
of the
part.
closet or something, because I think if you haven't embraced it already, you're a gay guy, and that's the only reason why you thought that this was great for male bonding.
Hold on, I'm going
Because
in.
that is not normal male bonding. I do not worry about the angle of the dangle.
It is in San
when I'm hanging
Francisco.
with the bros.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Oh,
Gunnar
God.
Ardelius has worked as a waiter, mover, night porter, and taxi driver. Has lived in Paris, Berlin, Leskill, Lund, Malmo, in Sweden. He studied literature and printed media.
He sounds like
Studied-
someone who came from money.
He studied literature.
he has a
on
book.
Bathroom stall wall.
I need you more than I love you, and I love you to bits.
Who's he
Mm.
married to?
Wait, ages 9 to 12.
What the fuck? That's intense.
Sheesh.
Hold on, here we go. As a Swedish man, I should have been the perfect modern dad. My failure is shameful. I had a beautiful
the hell does
family
that even
and all.
mean?
Well, oh, wait, hold on. This is totally Swedish. I had a beautiful family and all the state support we needed. Hobby.
What?
So why was I using long distance ski races as an excuse to let them down? What the fuck?
Strange.
Damn sweet.
All right,
Chuck.
so he has a wife. They have several children. And now he's feeling ashamed.
He's going through a weird midlife crisis or something. Jesus.
Pretty much.
It's because the nude dancing is scratching at the back of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, or his throat.
Sounds
sphincter.
like he chugs butts instead of butt chugs. Kel thinks we need to check his hard drives. That is not. That is beyond my pay level.
Yeah, it does sound like that.
That one photo of him kind of looks like he's got Rick Astley's haircut put on top of Josh Brolin.
Oh God.
It does.
Oh my God.
All right, let's look at the book. Where is it? It's
What was the book called again? It was something intense. It was for kids.
I Need You More Than I Love You, and I Love You to Bits. Let's see, it's on Amazon somewhere.
Is this like Santa's husband?
I don't know what the fuck this is. This can't be for kids. This looks disturbing. What the? Okay. When Morris meets Betsy, love is unavoidable. In short prose passages, we follow the course of their passionate first love. A confident debut written in surprising form, which gives the story intelligence and depth. What the hell was I reading on Google? It said 9 to 12. Grade 9 and up.
Oh, high school.
Oh, that makes it a little more.
Grade? 9th grade?
Yeah.
That's what it says
Oh,
from school.
okay.
Yeah.
That
Well,
makes
it says, it says reading age 9 to 12 years, grade level 9 to 7. Sweden is fucked up.
Yep, it is.
Well,
And so here's here's this review. This is from 2012. Exactly as promised, timely delivered, great condition. Okay, that's how you start your review of the book.
For fucking Amazon or some shit.
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Oh,
You can.
you're reviewing Amazon services and not the book.
Yeah, that's how you start your Amazon review. What is going on? Wait a minute.
Well,
Hold on.
I think that
so
guy
fucked
is
up.
going through a midlife crisis, and it's because of the nude dancing on stage. And he
As
misses
their
all
love
of it.
grows, it almost consumes them. Soon it's as if they're always trying to escape themselves until they ask, quote, how do you know when it's over? With both arms, he pulls the comforter over their head, fluffs it up so it forms a little tent. Time has stopped. This is from the book?
What was happening?
Under this comforter, what the fuck? Our names are Peanut and Sailor. What the fuck is this book?
Who's we?
I don't know. This is him. This is Morris and Betty in this book. This like couple in love.
And as
There aren't any other people here. We're going to live here forever. Maybe have some little brats who think this betters our whole universe. How will we get food? There's no need for food. We'll live on hugs and kisses.
Oh my God.
What
the hell?
This is like a teen's like romance sex novel?
Gross. I agree with
Wait
Cal.
a minute. Holy fuck. Hardcover. Oh. Hold on.
I agree with Kel.
You're going to jail.
No. I got it. No, you're not going to believe what I'm saying.
Oh no.
He's taking us with him.
What's the cast of the hardcover?
This is money laundering.
Of course it is.
The fuck?
I don't even know.
Why does this look like a Dermy's time of the month here?
Why
I
is it
mean,
$1,500.
this is from the book. That's
Does he have ties to the Ukrainian
Look at this.
government?
Look at this. Reading age 9 to 12. Is this dog years?
When did this come out?
I don't know. 2008.
Oh, weird. Was this the beginning? I don't even remember 2008. Wait, yeah, was that used?
McCain.
Was it used for $1,500?
Yes, by used.
From who?
Other used. Other used $24.98. So that's
Okay, so you buy it for someone's just tried to come up on it. because that made no damn sense. $1,500.
Maybe it's like, professionally used by the author or has like cum stains or something on it. I don't know.
Jesus. Thanks.
Well, I don't know what's going on with Peanut and Sailor here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do we learn their safety word?
Oh God.
I don't know. Maybe you should buy it. You can afford it.
Hey, I'm not gonna spend $1,500 on a goddamn.
Still hasn't figured out. Each copy comes with a 9 to 12-year-old.
Thank you.
Oh fuck my God. Raid them all. Raid all these people's homes. God.
Like, what was the Wayfair?
Oh my God, yeah. Order a $12,000 end stop. End
I
table.
think you also get a pizza when you order this.
Named Tina. What's the product name of the fucking cupboard you were buying?
Oh God.
We're gonna move on from that because that got dark.
Sure did.
You guys remember that video I brought a few weeks ago of the lady who like took in the homeless people and let them stay in their backyard and everything?
I remember the woman pooping in her backyard.
There was a woman pooping in her backyard, but then there was another video of a woman who would take in homeless people and had tents set up for them. You know what? I'm gonna play this. You're gonna recognize it. She's back for more.
I'm certain it's going well.
It seems to be going really well.
Is it in Aurora, Colorado?
No, I think it's California. I actually think Gavin Newsom might need to call this woman and figure out what it is she's doing because he hasn't been able to do it in what, 16 years now?
Is that person wearing a mask?
No, that's just their hair. You'll see.
She's just really fat, Brad.
She does a Quentin Tarantino thing where she goes back to the beginning in a few seconds. and,
Okay.
I gave a homeless person a bath. Every weekend, I look for homeless people on the streets. When I find someone who is struggling, I approach them gently and I do a palm reading as well as a tarot reading. If they have good aura, I offer to bring them back to my house, where
This never happened.
Yeah,
This
that's her
is
gay
clearly
friend.
Because wait, she just walks up to this extremely overweight, heavy guy, homeless,
Right.
because
right,
you know how overweight the homeless are.
Right.
In California, they are.
Well, you know,
Because they get all the
They're giving
food.
a lot
he
of
could
services.
to be fair, he could be recently homeless. It could have only been like a month or something. He's not going to lose
It
all
could
that
be
weight.
glandular.
Right. There's something funny she said. I forgot what it was.
What, the
if they
tarot
have
reading?
good aura,
Yeah, if they
I
have
offer
a
to
good
bring them
aura,
back
she
to my
offers
house,
to bring them-
where I prepare a milk bath ceremony.
I was
It
gonna say, is this
consists
milk?
of goat milk infused with rosemary
Goat
and other
milk.
ingredients. It symbolizes a new beginning and manifests a lifetime full of good fortune. I
Yeah,
ring
this
a
dude's like-
chakra bowl while they lay inside. I provide them with a fresh set of clothes, and I have them sign a pact pledging to strive for personal growth. Once it's signed, I
Wait,
provide
what is
them
he
with
wearing?
a tent to live in.
Yeah, I don't know how she had these gigantic clothes already for him. She also had
Apparently,
some
she
Buddhist
only
clothes.
finds. What? Wait a minute. Is that a Buddha there?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a
These are the
Buddhist.
other people. These are the other people that she has collected, shall we say?
This is what Kamala's going to bring.
Oh, you have no idea. Just wait. I think you might be right.
As well as water and fresh meals 3 times a day. I also give them a list of chores that they
Wait, you fucking gerbil!
Oh my God.
I give them a list of chores and give them water from a bottle. This is called slavery.
No, they deserve it.
This is Kamala Harris.
I would put horse cum.
The only thing is these people have not been convicted of crimes, and she's not keeping them in jail longer to fight fires.
Oh, this is just going to be everyone under Kamala Harris.
Can we just go back and listen to Nickelback, please? Let's do some Nickelback again.
This will be everybody.
He's drinking water
This
out
is
of
the
the.
best part. He just
a list of
Wait,
chores that
they
they
don't know how
must
to use
complete
cups.
daily. In order to help them make a living, I take professional pictures to help them create social media profiles, and then I provide them with a tripod and an iPhone. I teach them how to make money with live streams,
Who is your daddy
encouraging them
and
to
what
share
does
their
he do?
talents. My goal is to
hold on. This is a real account.
Oh,
Big ball of something. It doesn't show the rest of it.
Hold on, is this on Instagram or it's got to be TikTok? I don't have TikTok.
I don't know. I don't know the UI of these.
That's not Instagram. That's TikTok. That's got to be TikTok.
Maybe it's OnlyFans.
Encouraging them to share their talents. My goal is to provide them with a safe space to rebuild their lives, all while helping them find a new path filled with opportunities and hope.
I thought that was hilarious. And
I like him drinking like a gerbil.
she's funny. She's fucking funny.
Do you know? You know how those drink bottles work, right?
Yeah, there's like a little ball in it. And
There's a little ball. Yeah. So like I remember my dog trying to use it. He's like sticking his tongue out, like trying to get the water out. We didn't use that much longer.
Yeah, that's for rabbits and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that woman actually has a sense of humor. After seeing that video,
All right.
trying to see if there was anything else before we go into the big topics here.
I'm trying to see the Kamala.
So I have another video of a random ad that maybe Duke could speak to because it's definitely from his time. Because I've never seen a product like this before.
If it isn't fresh, I'm out of business. Isn't that sweet, you little moneymaker, you? Use new sweet dish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away. Use new sweet dish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away. Sweet fish.
Oh,
Can we
oldie
bring
but a
back ads like that? Come on,
I know.
Let's
Bring 'em
go.
back.
I'm down.
Jeez.
I was not prepared. I was clearly not prepared for tonight. And I'm going on Ballbusters tomorrow night. Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is the warm up.
Yeah, this is a warm up.
I almost think it's going to be worse tonight here.
Ballbusters is different. Ballbusters, you guys be talking about Acolyte and all that shit. I mean, Amandla Stenberg could not help herself last night. That 8-minute video is you
1
know what?
minute in.
I couldn't make it
I
past
couldn't.
2-minute mark because I was just like,
Yeah.
you're a moron. You're a fucking bitch. I'm done. And then it took her forever to decide what she was going to say. Like the first 20 seconds.
Well, first off, she started the video twice.
Oh, did she?
If you
Oh,
look at the beginning, it's like 5 seconds, and then it starts again. So I'm guessing this is back when we had like spray deodorant. I don't even, do we even have spray deodorant anymore? Everything's roll on, right?
Yeah, there's spray deodorant now.
Yeah, Axe body spray.
Well, that's different. That's you use
That's
that
to
on
get the
top of
women to go after you.
Wow. Same principle.
I mean, I never needed that.
This isn't deodorant though. Deodorant's for your armpits. I mean, I guess it's a form of deodorant.
It's deodorizing.
Yeah, it's deodorant.
This is for your fishy cooch.
Cooch get sweaty too.
Vaginal deodorant.
Ugh.
All right. Okay. Maybe this is like what, like an SNL skit back in the day? Because
I don't
Oh, the
know how
first
much
time-
of this. I have no idea how much of this is AI. I think the song at the end is AI. But like
There's a 70s feel to this.
This is a
The attire, the hairdo.
but like you've seen those old like 70s 80s style movie trailers for newer movies,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
and like but those, you can tell those are just short clips, like, you know, they're just short clips that kind of like tell the story that are only like 2 seconds long, whereas this is a whole freaking thing. And it's like, well, this whole thing can't be AI because I've never seen anything that fluid, you know? Like I don't think AI
Fresh.
should have it.
I'm out of business.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
I don't think we're at this point for AI, but
Well, if
this,
you look, there is a weird jump cut here where she starts spraying and then it moves over. But that could just be the
editing.
retards who put it in this fucking aspect ratio.
Oh wait, it's called Sweet Fish, right? Let's see.
And how's it going, clowns in Hollow Weird over on the Twitch side? Good to see you here, sir. Trump supporters,
Question mark?
sometimes, most times,
Depends.
certainly voting for him this time. Does it matter? So since Steve hasn't shown up, I'm going to show you guys this. I don't know what
Doing something with electric cars, right? I don't know what the hell he's doing.
What's that?
I thought he was doing something with an electric car or something.
My brother?
I don't know what he put.
Oh no, that was some business thing that he's had going on. I have no idea. He just needed to get that off his chest. He might have started doing what's it called?
He started hooking.
Yeah, he had to
Okay, I found it.
he had to pet watch or something.
This commercial is 4 years ago. The actress was Viju Krem.
He bought you dinner. Shock. Remember?
Ooh. I was too drunk.
Not Shock, Savage. Why did I call
Savage.
him
I
Shock?
was like, I was really drunk.
Was Sweet Fish an actual? No, that's gummy fish. I don't know. We're talking about this. It's a
That's not
YouTube
real
video.
product. There's no way that was a real product. No fucking way that was a real
Okay, well, it's a YouTube video. She starred in Blood-Sucking Freaks.
Mm.
True cinema, then. All right, let's go.
The clip is this clip is from a 1976 X-rated film, Let My Puppets Come.
Oh my.
C-O-M-E. C-O-M-E. Sorry, gotta clarify.
Oh, we know what they were doing.
Oh my.
All right.
That's why it looks like it's the 70s.
What the fuck is this, guys?
Oh my God.
Oh!
Oh,
What the
You
fuck?
are way making up for Dermy.
Christ.
Oh!
Oh,
Wow, and both Dermy nor Steve is here tonight for this shit.
it looks
Oh my
weirdly
God.
familiar.
What?
I'm
Wait,
thinking of
weirdly-
like I'm thinking of an MTV
No.
skit where like
Not
they
real.
had this puppet and they kind of like glued fake toes on it. Trying to
Brother,
remember.
ew.
Brother, ugh. What's that, brother?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
You know,
I'm
people
going
are
down
the
a bad
biggest-
road. I'm going to stop looking.
Foot people are the biggest degenerates, and they deserve the chambers. That's all I'm gonna
Well,
say.
I don't know about the biggest degenerates.
They're among them. They're among them.
Yeah, that looks like a pencil sharpener.
Yeah.
Pencil sharpener was someone with a foot fetish.
And then we got,
Also,
we've got the
could
classic. over
someone
here.
like get a toenail clipper? That looks hurtful.
I know.
Definitely why we need to bring back shame.
Shame is
I
good.
agree.
Shame is good.
And we've got this classic.
Is that the same thing?
No, this is KFC's.
No. No.
No.
Stop.
Where?
Stop it.
I forgot about this.
You hadn't seen that one before, Fracture?
I never
No.
saw this. I have issues right
You know what? I don't drink, but I'm starting to think I should start.
It'd be interesting to see Fractured on just a few shots, just a couple.
Static, how do you find this shit?
I don't know.
Like, what is on your Twitter feed that this brings this stuff up?
Well,
What are you
degenerate-
doing on? What are you doing?
know what
on
it
there?
is.
You know what?
You know
Never
what it
mind. I
is.
don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I follow all the fucking commies. I followed the literal commies.
Good God.
I got to be aware of what's happening on the other side, and that's what brings in this other shit, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's because I follow
Hello,
communists
darkness, my old
and Lethal
friend.
Lightning.
God. I mean, it's not the worst things I've seen, but I just don't need
No,
to
I've
see
brought
that.
worse.
Oh yeah.
I've brought worse.
This is like you're not supposed to fuck food.
I mean, here. You know what?
Stop,
You're-
don't
you're
fetishize food, for God's sakes.
We'll do a quick little palate cleanser before we go into the big topics. I've got a palate cleanser for everyone here.
Hello, delivery. Here's
Hey.
your order.
Thanks. I think there's supposed to be shakes with that.
Well played.
Hello,
Well
did-
played.
Yes, I don't know. I just clicked on my timeline and that was there. So okay, Timon might have a point. You Americans can't joke about the Germans or the Japs for being sexual weirdos anymore. I think most of us
kinda
can.
true, yeah.
I think a lot of us can.
Yeah.
Because one, so I am not anti kink shame, and it's because you're supposed to keep the kinks in the bedroom.
In the bedroom and on
That
top.
was all a psyop just to get you comfortable so they could start doing this shit.
Oh, that's
Sorry to break it to you, but
so once it started coming out of the bedroom, and like, okay, let's be real. There was always going to be a little bit that didn't stay in the bedroom because, sex shops and shit like that, toys and stuff. But like, that was still
they're
very
always seen as a
private.
they're
was still a
always very
private matter.
seedy, and you weren't supposed to go there. And
I don't think there was okay. There was a time where probably a woman going and buying a dildo was a faux pas, right? I don't think that time was very long during my lifetime, but like it was a private matter. You didn't go tell all your friends, I'm going to the sex store to go buy a dildo, right? That was like something you just went and did on your own, and that was your thing. Or it even got to the point where you could just order them on the internet and you didn't have to see anyone to do that.
the internet made it easier to do that shit, I guess.
Yes.
Well, it was cool to go to Spencer's. You know what I mean? No one's gonna judge you.
Spencer's is different. I consider Spencer's, even their sex toys are more like novelty items. Right?
Yeah.
They're not like the real deal. Also, I think Meteor Advocate Timon nailed that with Boober Eats. So that is all the random shit I've got. We're at just past an hour.
Oh boy.
I kind of want to wait for Duke to show back up before we get into the Trump stuff. We are going to be talking about the Trump assassination. We got some new news.
New news.
Came out, and so I want to make sure that gets covered and we can go over it. I've got questions. We have the FBI supposedly giving us an official narrative on who this person was. Doesn't line up very well. Go figure, right? Considering that they're hiding other things. And then we've also got the part that I really want, that I was going to go into first, that I was kind of hoping to get Duke's opinion here, because his parents have gone off and hired a lawyer.
Huh.
As a matter of fact, the lawyer is described as a powerhouse criminal lawyer.
Huh.
Powerhouse. I still think they bought them a brand new house, because there was that video where they caught them at like Costco, and the guy who caught them was all kind of being an asshole, like,
Oh, yeah, like Walmart or something. Yeah.
Why was your kid a piece of shit, or why are you a piece of shit parents? And I'm like, that's mean. But the bigger news was they had 2 carts, like Costco sized carts, filled with shit, and there was like forks and spoons and plates and shit And so it's like and then there was those comments about how they like there was no forks and spoons like found at the house.
Yeah,
And
well, not
it
just
got all
comments that came straight
scrubbed.
from Congress. That was Rep.
Yeah.
Eli Crane.
That
who
two
is
together is
representative of the most
clear.
beautiful area in Arizona.
They bought them a brand new house, dude. They're in witness protection or something. Like,
Well,
I don't
then
know what they
okay,
need a lawyer for at this
So-
point.
the lawyer's back, so I can ask lawyer-related questions.
All right, now he's on the stand.
Hold on, I got to release the hounds.
Guilty.
Ah, he ran.
He probably literally means release the hounds and not just 38 seconds.
I thought that was like a Florida legal term or something.
Oh, could have been. There's that too. This guy scares me. Get him off my screen.
Powers coming to the shirts of
So, father of Trump shooter hires powerhouse criminal lawyer as FBI intensifies investigation into his role in son's assassination attempt.
Wait, what?
Well, now there has been a grand jury impaneled on this. I don't know if you've heard that.
What does that mean?
A grand jury is, I've actually participated in grand juries. When someone is charged with a crime, for instance, let's just say cocaine. Someone's charged with possession of cocaine. As a criminal prosecutor, I could file that charge myself. So someone gets arrested for possession of cocaine, I would file an information for that. But some of the cases I worked, like murder cases, required an indictment, which means that the case is presented, the initial facts of the case are presented to a grand jury, which is a group of people that is impaneled for a certain number of months. And they are presented basically really high level felonies. In Florida, it was always murder cases, pretty much, at least when I worked there, to render an indictment as opposed to an information. Information is the charging document filed by a prosecutor. An indictment is the charging document from the grand jury, meaning there's enough evidence to support probable cause that the event occurred. If someone gets arrested for murder, they're not charged with it under a charging document until they are indicted by a grand jury. So when I heard, and I've heard the Beanie talking about this today, actually, or he was talking about it last night because Ian was like, I don't know what a grand jury is. It's like, is that like a super jury? Who are they?
That's why I asked.
Yeah. A grand jury is not the same way like you think of a jury. There is no opposing side. So there is no defendant in there. Rather, it is the state prosecutor, the state attorney, the attorney general, whatever, presenting the evidence they have and saying, do we have a sufficient evidence to charge this person? For instance, when I did it, I was first degree murder cases. So did I have sufficient evidence to get an indictment, an actual legal charge to proceed to court for first degree murder? That's what I did when I did grand juries as a prosecutor. I'm not allowed to talk about procedure because that is sealed. The procedure itself is sealed. So none of it would be presented before an actual trial. The same witnesses would probably show up. The whole question is there enough evidence to get a charging document to bring the person into court? And what I heard is there is some grand jury impaneled in relation to the Trump attempted assassination. So it's clearly, you can't charge the dead dude. So what is this grand jury about? Who were they investigating, or who has the investigation led to presenting the evidence to grand jury that says, yes, there is enough for an indictment here, which presumably, I mean, I guess if you consider it Matthew Crooks's EMC's, whatever, why did they always go with the three names? They never did it with Hinckley.
Yeah, I thought three names. Well, three names are saved for serial killers and assassination.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. But he didn't kill Trump. I mean, John Wilkes Spook, Lee Harvey Oswald. I mean, Squeaky Fromme was called Squeaky Fromme, even though she tried to shoot Ford. Yeah. So the question is, who are they going after? There are some times where parents are charged with letting their kids, have access to weapons, but that's typically, for instance, I think there was some instance of a mass shooter where it was the child was a minor. So there's more parental control. This kid was 20 years old. So if he got access to the parents' weapons, I'm not certain how they're necessarily going to. I don't know what they would get there. Negligent, huh? I don't know what they'd go after. But apparently they're going after something. They're going after something.
Well, let's see if we get any idea from this article here. So the parents of Trump shooter Dillhole have hired a team of powerhouse attorneys as the FBI continues to investigate just how much they know ahead of their son's assassination attempt on the former president. DailyMail.com can exclusively reveal. Now, if you remember, so this kid's like 20, and hours after he's gone, his parents were calling the cops, trying to file missing persons or something.
Yeah, well, that's a bit weird.
It is a bit weird. So
I mean, he wasn't portrayed as having any kind of developmental disorder or anything like that, where that would be kind of warranted.
Well, hold on. There was that interview with his classmate and teacher who was basically like, yeah, he was kind of like a political prick, like that no one liked.
That
was
was someone that clearly just had a bent on the guy, but I mean, otherwise they just kind of portrayed. They just kind of said he's just kind of a quiet kid, stuck to himself, sort of thing. Did not sound like he was in like any kind of special needs classes or anything like that. That's kind of what I'm saying.
No, but
like, if you said something like that, then yeah, you'd kind of go, okay, that's why the parents would freak out if he's going away so quickly. But
there's two testimonies, not testimonies, but like witnesses that can like say that he is very politically motivated person. Two people, like, yeah, he's very much into politics. He's very much into arguing about like news and politics. He very much didn't like Trump. Like, two people can openly say this is a politically charged young man.
We'll get to that in the next article, Shock.
Okay.
Because we've got the FBI report that came out on their profile on him yesterday. Well, at least a part of it. So the development comes as one family member shared with DailyMail.com that the FBI still very much has questions regarding how much the killer's parents knew, while revealing his father, Matthew Crooks, 53, is a gun enthusiast who has sold firearms to relatives in the past. Because this was a really expensive piece of equipment douchebag had. Speaking to the Daily Mail, the family member who was asked not to be named said the FBI still very much has questions about how much they knew and how Thomas, slipped through the net. The idea that someone may have assisted asshole was given new credence on Thursday by Florida U.S. Rep Mike Waltz in an exclusive interview with the Daily Mail. He questioned whether the 20-year-old acted alone, which is 100% against what I believe the FBI report we'll be reading out of this says. So Congress is saying there's people in Congress saying he was not acting alone, and then the FBI is saying he did act alone. The parents' choice of law firm suggests that they are bracing for a possible criminal charges as well as potential civil action from families of their sons' other victims. Is that even a thing for civil actions? I mean, unless they were directly involved, I guess, maybe.
That's what they're trying to tie. I think they're trying to tie negligence perhaps into not if they were saying they didn't properly store the weapon. That's the only way I could say.
Work with the 20-year-old?
See, this is where I have a problem with it. But there's a lot of creative ways to come up with shit. Just saying.
What if they come out and he was an autist or something? So Quinn Lugie, the Pittsburgh-based law firm that Matthew Crooks and his wife Mary, this is the first time I'm getting the. I know. I wanted to say Lugie. Have described themselves as trial attorneys who specialized in both criminal defense and civil suits. I did that. Civil suits, including wrongful death and personal injury. That's Pops. That must be their home. Did they just dox them?
Oh, thought they moved out.
What the fuck, man?
See, this also, I feel like this is a younger photo than him.
Oh, totally. This is like sophomore year.
Yeah, this is like what they did with Trayvon.
Yeah. Founding attorney John Quinn and Matthew Logue have both been recognized among top 50 lawyers in Pittsburgh. And the firm consistently appears in publications such as Super Lawyers and the Best Lawyers in America. Brad, have you ever been in Super Lawyers or the Best Lawyers in America?
You should be.
You know what? I am not. You know why?
Why?
Because I don't want to pay for it.
Oh, it's a super club.
That's what it is. You pay to be in it.
It's a okay.
Have I gotten the advertisements? Yes. I'm not going to pay for that shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's how you get in there.
Well, let me tell you, the real thing that tells me they're top of the line was top 50 lawyers in Pittsburgh. Like, ooh.
Dear God.
Out of how many? Exclusive pictures obtained by Daily Mail on Tuesday and Wednesday show Matthew Crooks for the first time since it emerged that his son had been quietly cremated 10 days after shooting. That's right. They just randomly cremated this kid.
How?
I just want to know, is it actually
they...
quiet or was it secretly cremated? Because I would still think you'd hear the flames.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, it's not like he was alive to hear the screaming.
We don't know. I don't know anything now, honestly.
You're right. Fuck, you're right. That could have been like this everything we could know could just all be a bunch.
They could have thrown the hypothetical second shooter in there with him. I don't know.
So this is if you see here, this looks like an older picture of him, but it's all blurry.
He looks
Crooks
like he's
53
12 in that
clutched
one
a
photo.
mystery manila craft clasp envelope both times, dressed in a flat cap blue t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. He did not respond to Daily Mail. Crooks was also seen outside the home on Tuesday wearing a dark shirt with blue jeans. What are you, TMZ? It's been 6 weeks since the 20-year-old son opened fire at the Trump rally on July 13th at Butler Farms Showgrounds at 6:11 p.m. and they must have a word quota because I'm getting a bunch of nothing.
Yep.
Crooks was neutralized by Secret Service sniper, and we know that is not the case anymore. And this story is newer than the information we got last week, where it was actually the state SWAT team who had shot Crooks the first time. And then, okay, I guess it was technically no. The first time was neutralization, and then they just put him out of his misery in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
By then, he had already fired 8 bullets. He hit Trump. Nothing new here. Troubling details. So, yeah, this is all just okay. Maybe here. You can't tell us his motive, but you could tell us he operated alone. The Florida Republican question. You can't get into those encrypted overseas account, but you can tell us he acted alone. That's right, because he has like encrypted accounts at 3 other countries, Belgium and 2 other places.
I thought I also heard he had foreign bank accounts.
I did not hear anything about foreign bank accounts, which would be weird for a 20-year-old to have.
Yes.
Especially from what seems to be like of a normal upbringing, not from money, no gold or silver spoon.
I don't know. I may have heard it on the beanie. I'm trying to remember.
So the representative saying, so don't buy it yet that he acted alone. According to CNN, Crooks' parents had attempted to reach their son when they could not find him earlier that day, but he did not respond. Then they called law enforcement to tell them that their son was missing. It is not known whether they were aware that he was armed. Okay, the last bit of that article was fucking ass. So they have hired a lawyer for some reason because they think this is going to come back on them. Which, if you're innocent, do you still hire a lawyer? I guess you'd probably do just to cover your ass.
Yeah, because the thing is, the saying is you can indict a ham sandwich.
Right.
and if it's a federal indictment,
who hands those out? Is it just the Department of Justice, or can they do it and the FBI? And
no, I mean it has to be lawyers. The FBI is not it's handed over to the Department of Justice. Basically, FBI is the cops, and the Department of Justice as the prosecutors.
Because like Congress indicts people.
But it's not when.
Well, didn't they just do that to fucking Merrick Garland?
They held him in contempt.
I
That's
thought they did
different
something. I thought they did something after that.
They may have impeached him. They held him in contempt.
No, they didn't
but
impeach him.
They may have tried to impeach him. I don't think Congress has a power to indict, because that is a judicial power in the Congress, is specifically legislative. They have the power to hold people. There's contempt of Congress.
Yeah, it was contempt of Congress is what they held it. There's a reason I asked those questions, because I just don't necessarily trust anything coming out of the Department of Justice right now either, because isn't it Merrick Garland who's in charge of that?
Who's wrongfully denied the Supreme Court justice seat.
Yes.
You'd have been great, as we can tell.
God, all these freaking ads. I need to work on my Raspberry Pi so I can get my ad blocker going again. So we got another Trump story. All this came out yesterday, where the FBI released a report about the shooter, and everyone ran with this headline: Donald Trump shooter hyper-focused after he learned of Pennsylvania rally, FBI.
Yeah.
So the FBI provided an update Wednesday on its investigation into last month's attempted assassination of former Donald Trump, telling reporters during a briefing that investigators believe the shooter became hyper-focused on the specific rally after it was announced. On July 13th, 20-year-old dickhead shot at Trump, the Republican presidential nominee, during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. Crooks grazed Trump's right ear, injured two attendees, killed another, Corey Competore. He fired 8 rounds before he was killed by a Secret Service counter sniper. That's a lot of rounds to just get off.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's because he had an AR-15, which is the most deadly weapon ever created.
And if you remember the rate at which those were fired, he had to have had 15 seconds to get off all 8 of those shots. You don't need 15 seconds to get off 8 of those shots, but he had at least 15 seconds. On Wednesday, FBI released 4 new photos related to its investigation of the assassination attempt, including images of Crook's rifle recovered at the site, a backpack, a car trunk, explosive devices, and the route Crooks used to access the rooftop. The rifle was determined to be an A-15 DPMS Panther Arms. Kevin Rojek, head of the FBI's Pittsburgh field office, which is leading the investigation, told reporters that Crooks became hyper-focused on that specific event and looked at it as a target of opportunity, the Associated Press said. What led you to those conclusions? Will we get that information of why you think that that's how that broke down?
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it, but we'll see. I'm also not expecting much journalistic work done from Newsweek. Newsweek reached out to Trump's campaign manager for comment on the story via email on Wednesday. The investigation, which Rojek says includes nearly 1,000 interviews and analysis of hundreds of hours of video footage, seeks to identify a motive and determine whether Crooks worked with co-conspirators or acted alone. The FBI did not report any motive for the assassination attempt. However, Rojek said investigators believe Crooks conducted detailed attack planning and pre-attack research, including several search queries about the layout of the Butler rally, such as the Butler Farm Show podium. I don't think that podium is up all the time. How could he have just researched that? Like, we know he was out there before everything with the drone and all that, but Rojek said that the online account tied to Crooks had been used since late September 2023 to search for Trump campaign events in Pennsylvania. He said Crooks searched for campaign events for President Joe Biden, who was still the Democratic presidential candidate at the time, in Western Pennsylvania. from April 24 to July 9th. Jesus. They say so much shit that doesn't even matter. I hate journalists.
They're paid by the word.
I fucking hate journalists.
Mm-hmm.
In the 30 days leading up to the attack, Crooks conducted upwards of 60 searches related to Biden and Trump. Oh boy. This image provided by the FBI shows Thomas Matthew Crooks' rifle broken down, was likely done for transport, and the backpack recovered from the scene. This is the gun in the backpack. Once the Trump rally in Butler was announced, he began to search more specifically about the grounds. He registered for the rally on January 6th. The account also searched for information related to the dates of the Democratic and Republican conventions. The Bureau also found that since 2019, accounts tied to Crooks had searched for information about explosive devices. Oh, since 2019. Such as how to make bomb with fertilizer, how do remote detonators work.
Dear Lord.
All right, I don't want to expose anybody here, but is that what you would Google?
I certainly wouldn't Google.
What's that?
I certainly wouldn't Google.
Yeah.
So what, you're going to the library to look up that?
Probably on Wikipedia.
Places you can go.
We have not uncovered any credible evidence indicating the subject conspired with anyone else, Rojek said. The American people deserve answers, and the FBI stands committed to providing them. Update. This article was updated with additional information. Update with additional information. And that's it. So they didn't. So this one article didn't say it, but they were trying to say that he didn't have any political leanings either direction, which is a lie because we know his Gab account. He was on Gab to argue with right wingers like a fucking psychopath. Like, I don't know why any leftist would sign up to Gab to try and provide counterpoints to the people there. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe he was seeking the challenge. Who knows?
Maybe. But I mean, that's not going to work. He was 20, so he's a fucking retard just by default. Because we all are at 20, right? We all think we can fucking change the world.
Yeah.
Except for Fractured. I think Fractured was probably the most realist out of all of us.
You're fucking not wrong, actually. I'm just... Changing the world, no.
But yeah, they're trying to say he didn't have any political affiliation. And also, I was thinking about it. I was like, we know he had that Gab account, but it also took so long for the information of this kid to come out after everything happened that everyone was suspecting that they scrubbed his internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they would forget Gab.
Well, and they were also hoping that they had the quote unquote typical right wing nut job pulling this sort of thing, but instead it was quite the opposite. So they had to start pairing things kind of quick.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you say though, they forgot about Gab, and nobody suspected he was going there. Apparently,
Who would look on Gab? That's the thing. Who would look on Gab?
Right.
Dude, I like Gab until they banned sports.
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
they banned sports? When did
He was like deboosting sports and shit. He was like, don't talk sports on my platform. It's like, I can talk whatever the fuck I want. I thought it was really stupid.
Don't talk. That is that.
It was
This
so
is really weird.
The
stupid.
guy's a moron. Like, you know what? Okay, I get his religious
So
thing
dumb.
and not having porn on there. I don't care about that.
Me
from my
neither.
perspective. I don't care about a website not allowing porn. That's
Me
totally
neither.
fine
Yeah,
and normal. That's fucking normal.
he was a
but
huge
not for the free
hypocrite.
speech absolutists. They tested that early fucking on. And
Oh,
as,
me
soon as,
too.
as soon as that stuff was disallowed, a lot of people turned their back on Gab pretty early.
Oh yeah, dude. Same.
Well, yeah, because and you know what? I would say a lot of those people that need a place to publicly post their porn probably need a fucking at least mental professional.
Yeah. Not wrong.
I'm telling you, we need to just revive Tumblr, and that's
But
where
for
all the
some,
weirdos
for
can
some,
go.
is it's also that kind of shit test of just going like, okay, so you claim to be, totally free speech. So how free speech are you?
Right.
Dude,
And he did come out kind
stupid.
of that way, like,
Yes.
totally free speech. And then
Mine's did the same thing, but they weathered it a little better than Gab, I think, did.
so
at the
so
time.
mines took off the porn too.
I think they have. But I haven't looked into all that shit in a long time. I just know at least mine's doesn't require a subscription to post longer posts, which Gab initiated not too long ago, and that pissed me off, and so I stopped.
I haven't used Gab in forever, and I was only on there for like a month, and I was like, you know what? There's way too.
Yeah, I didn't
many-
really interact or
This
anything.
is a giant. This is literally an echo chamber. I don't need this.
Not really, actually. It was basically just racist people on there, and it was kind of cool. It was like
There was
people
a
who
lot of
hated
that.
Jews, people who hated black people hating on Jews. It felt very free. I liked it.
He
And-
felt
and you
free
know
to
what?
Good old
express
poll.
his racism. Just pointing.
Yeah.
There's also
Hey, it's free speech, man.
hold on, what was I gonna say? Oh, there's been a lot.
Not everybody gets along.
There's been a lot of racist shit on Twitter.
Dude, right?
Like
The people on Twitter have been really pushing those limits out there, and I commend them.
there's a lot of people out there talking about orange juice.
Or Jews.
I'm unaware of the orange juice.
Well, I just added the prefix because just saying.
Oh, gotcha.
Trump Jews.
Yeah. Wow.
Jews for Trump.
Jared
We'll have-
Kushner.
I just heard.
I was gonna say is son-in-law and everything. Yeah. A lot of people blame him for some of the early downfalls.
Yeah, I
Trump's,
believe he was tied
presidency.
to the denial of RFK the first go around.
Oof. Should have kept that one, but all right.
And then no, it was Pompeo that prevented him from releasing the JFK stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then who was it that they were begging him to replace Bolton with Gabbard last time, and I don't remember who it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do this. Anybody want Gabbard?
Huh?
I don't understand the Gabbard thing. Like all this stuff that's been happening recently, I'm just seeing is this a death nail.
So I want Tulsi Gabbard to be involved in stopping the wars.
mm-hmm.
That's all she needs to do. RFK. So that's what
You're
I've been saying.
assuming that's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're right, but I think also. So I don't know if you've seen the clip. I don't know if I have it, but there is a clip out there where Trump admits he had the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
It happened just this last weekend, I want to say.
Oh,
Where Trump admitted he's like, I didn't do the best that I could. I took advice from
Mhm.
people that I shouldn't have been taking advice from.
Yeah.
And for like even 3 weeks ago, to think that Trump would admit a mistake is wild.
Mm-hmm.
And so he admitted that on a podcast with the bald guy. I don't remember which one it was or what the dude's name was, but they were in some high rise in Vegas, I want to say. And he said that he took advice from the wrong people. He's like, they're rhinos or they were just weak people or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they would recommend other rhinos or weak people that just weren't right for the job. And he's like, he thinks he could do a better go around this time. Now, at the beginning of Trump's first term, when he dropped the Moab, I was like, oh, this is just more of the same. Carry on. No need to pay attention. Like, this is
Yeah.
And that's when the media said it was his greatest moment ever. He's
right.
finally
That's when he
presidential.
started acting presidential, dropping fucking bombs. But he stopped doing that. And he was definitely trying to get more things going on the side of peace.
You don't want that.
He didn't start any new wars, which was the first president pretty much in my lifetime to do that. I kind of don't count. I was alive during Reagan, but I wasn't alive enough to know where my ass started and began.
He didn't start any. Well, shit happened.
What?
I mean, you had Iran Contra.
Oh yeah. Wait, was that was when we had the people in Iran?
Yeah, that's when we were trading weapons for. We were funneling money to the Contra rebels in Nicaragua and using the money to try to pay for hostages in Iran. That's how Ollie North came to fame. He was a national security advisor. Also, don't forget, we also had we saved Grenada. We saved Grenada.
That's funny. Lindsey Graham gets wet whenever you say Moab. How you doing, Small Time Republic? And I guess we have a gal raid coming in, so maybe our special guest will be joining us shortly. Timon's asking who's snoring. I think you hear Shock's dog.
Yeah, that's Shock's dog.
Yeah, sorry, I just muted myself.
We're all used to it.
It's a French bulldog, right?
No, it's a Boston.
Okay, same
Boston
difference.
Terrier.
They don't have noses.
How dare you?
They don't have noses.
She's mad.
The Boston Terrier.
You've angered her.
You see, I
My
just
dogs
always
have noses.
I always associate Boston Terriers with old people because my great grandparents, that's what they always had.
Oh, they're great dogs, dude. I love them.
Theirs was retarded and I hated it.
Yeah.
My grandparents always had French poodles.
Poodles. You know what are cool? The
Wow.
good doodles, golden doodles.
Okay, because you've got those are two high energy dogs to be putting together.
But what's so funny is like my friend had a golden doodle, and then my other friend who was black would come over and he'd be like, "Yo, what's up, carpet? It's the walking carpet."
Okay.
Everyone just call him carpet.
And here we are. How are you doing?
Hi. I'm a little late.
Lady.
You were busy cooking the books.
I was indeed. I really, really, truly want to cook this one. Not gonna lie.
Did you get as far as you wanted to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one more stream of reading it, and I will put this on the shelf and never reopen it.
Oh no.
Oh, we have a book for her.
Oh God.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
You have it up still?
I want to know.
I'd have to go back and find
Is
it,
it like
and I'd have to go back.
Because I swear to God, no.
It may try.
I'll have to go back and
but I
find
don't
it.
know.
I don't even remember. I got to bring up incognito again because I'm not using my normal page.
Oh yeah, that bodes well.
I brought up an
It's
article.
already on your Amazon list now.
It's on Amazon.
I brought an article up about how dancing nude in public can help with male bonding. Essentially, is what the headline said.
You
Sword
missed
fight.
That's this
some,
dude's name.
Hank Hill asses.
And Duke did some research on the author of the article, and he has a kid's book out that he wrote in 2000.
Well, it's labeled a kid's book.
Oh God.
What was his name?
Oh no.
I don't remember.
I can't find it. I was
closed-
incognito.
It's
closed
something
the tab.
goofy.
Oh.
It's some weird Swede.
I closed the tab, so I don't know.
I know.
Freaky.
Hey, Goddess.
Steve says, "Who the fuck invited her?"
Your
I did,
mom,
bitch.
or your brother, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. I don't remember the guy's name.
Oh no. Sad.
So you got here just in time to talk about. So we've got illegals that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about California. We're going to talk about.
Oh
the shit
God, I
going on in
found it again.
Colorado.
God
Wow.
And then also I've kind of got like this segment called like the decline, the denigration of society. We're starting with what happened in California yesterday. We're going on with he found the book. We're going on with the Colorado shenanigans. We've got the UK arresting an 11-year-old, and an openly admitted parenting technique, and how easy it is to obtain drug paraphernalia in this one place.
So, just so you can see here, Gal, reading age 9 to 12 years, grade level 9 to 7. Here's our description. When Morris meets Betty, love is unavoidable. In short prose passages, we follow the course of their passionate first love. A confident debut written in a surprising form, which gives the story intelligence and depth. Morris feels like Betty can see everything he's thinking. Betty believes Morris understands her like no one before. She tells him everything, even about the dried up worm that she saw on the sidewalk on the way to school. But sometimes the darkness closes in on Morris. His father is manic depressive, and his mother is always talking about dreams and poetry and her new boyfriend. Morris begins to wonder if crazy people are drawn to each other. Betty points out that he is like his father. As their love grows, it almost consumes him. Soon it's as if they're trying to escape themselves until they ask, now this is from the book, quote, how do you know when it's over? With both arms, he pulls the comforter over their heads, fluffs it up to form a little tent. Quote, time is stopped in here, he says, huddling against her. Under this comforter, our names are Peanut and Sailor. There aren't any other people, and we're going to live here forever. Maybe have some little brats who think this bed is their whole universe. How will we get food? There is no need for food. We will live on hugs and kisses. And if we want something, after all, we can order out for that Thai food. I'm starting to find it a little hard to breathe, she says, gasping for air. Would a little breathing hole be all right?
Yeah.
Now, also, we can get this for you. We're going to have to crowdfund it because it is $1,521.
What?
Yep.
Well, it's the
But
hardcover.
I can get it by next Thursday. Wait, I wonder if I can get. Can I get this on Prime?
This
Lord
came out in
have mercy.
2008.
That's disgusting. Oh my god.
I don't even think I still think it got through my incognito. Like have 2 VPNs and incognito. I don't think I'm safe. We start getting all this weird Swedish fiction.
Well, actually, no. You should be fine because that's the kind of stuff that they want the kids to read, anyways. That's all. That's approved reading.
This is probably in California.
Yeah.
That is disturbing.
Oh yes,
So many levels.
$1,500 used because it was professionally
Ew. What the fuck?
And Lord
It was
knows how that
professionally
was
what?
used.
professionally used.
It was Gunnar Ardelius. That was his name. I knew it was Gunnar. I just didn't remember his last name.
Ew. Gross.
I'm thinking the age. I said, is this dog years? Maybe for
Right?
8? I don't know.
Fuck off.
Oh, Steve, you should jump in here whenever you can so we could talk with Shock about that afterwards. Oh, also, Steve says Savage over here texting him saying that we're talking shit. Steve, you should know by now that Savage, the only thing he ever does is stir the pot.
Yep.
Time to make the chili.
So did everyone hear what happened in California yesterday?
It wasn't yesterday. I think it was yesterday it came out.
Like the bill that was signed?
Not the bill.
Oh.
The it is about the illegals. There was the bill signed about the $150,000 loans
Yeah.
for immigrants to be able to buy houses, and it says up to $150,000. And I have a question.
What
California
fucking house?
government. How are you going to decide how much the illegal alien gets in this project? You're going to run a credit check?
Yep.
That's offensive.
What have I
Well,
said
they're
before,
already-
Static?
Only rich people have credit cards, you
They're
What have I
already
said
doing.
before?
bourgeois bastard.
They already do it by lower your credit score, the more they'll lend you.
Didn't Shock, you may be able to confirm this. Didn't California have a program for first-time home buyers?
Yes.
And it was like
Mhm.
300 million, and it blew through in a minute.
Yep. I thought about using my 401k on it because I wanted to get rid of it, and you can give more money on top of it. But the loophole that Kamala's bill is it's first generation home buyers, first
Yeah, we covered that on
generation,
Monday.
and I
Yeah,
don't know
so-
how. Like, yeah,
Yeah. So with Kamala's bill that she wants to do to give everyone $25,000 to buy a home up front, that is for first generation home buyers. So if your parents or your grandparents ever bought a house, you're fucked. You could possibly qualify for a $10,000 tax credit if that's the case, if you're a first-time home buyer. Something they don't talk about. But anyways, yesterday it came out. It was discovered that some illegal aliens attempted to hijack 2 school buses.
Oh,
yes.
this.
No, they were just trying to go to school. They want an education.
They're just trying to enrich the area with their vibrant culture.
Well, actually, I'm going to play this clip. I feel the clip sugarcoats it a little bit.
Oh, a little bit.
Much.
Sure, sugarcoats
But
it a
you're
lot.
going to see the area that this is in. So let me play this here.
But their morning certainly wasn't.
20 illegal migrants tried to get on the bus today.
20.
What the fuck?
I don't see a problem going.
Get to the field.
At one of our bus stops.
Hours
To do the
earlier, she got
work.
this email letting Nicole know her 8-year-old son was aboard his school bus heading to Hamul Elementary when all of a sudden...
Really confused. He said these adults, they weren't kids. He said, but they had backpacks on, Mom, and they tried to get on our bus. He said, and there was a lot of them.
The district confirmed 20 migrants tried to board the bus Wednesday morning when it stopped to pick up...
So it's a rural area.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they wanted to go. They had to go to their farm jobs to pick the fields, man.
Well,
They're the only ones who do it, okay?
Or they were just getting in town. I don't know.
Right.
There's that, yeah.
students here along its B route. That's when parents and the driver stepped in, keeping the migrants at bay.
It was definitely really scary.
It also happened
Yeah.
Tuesday along Route A, shown...
She should be livid.
Yeah,
She should be absolutely
laughing
fucking livid.
awkwardly at it. What the?
Well, if she says the wrong thing, I mean, she's
Yeah.
canceled. Because unlike them, they don't give a shit. They'll do it to anybody. But hey,
Yeah.
we can't do that. We can't be as bad as them.
Here in Orange, near State Route 94, 3 men walked along the highway trying to stop the bus to, quote, go around their group.
When they see a bus, naturally the impulse might be, this will take me to a much safer area.
Heather
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
When you see a bus,
Busing.
naturally the impulse is this will
I just
take you to a much
realized-
safer area.
Does anybody on stream or in chat speak Spanish?
Shock?
So I just realized what sweater I was wearing.
Oh, let's go, Brandon.
That's fitting.
What's up, Dom H?
Um,
Oh, I'll have to wear my campaign shirt tomorrow night.
helps lead the humanitarian response at the U.S.-Mexico border. He says while it's unclear why the group tried to board Wednesday, heat and mountain terrain can drive a desperate response.
First and foremost, there has to be an acknowledgement by the Biden administration that asylum is a human right.
Parents
No.
Well, of
This guy's a
course.
fucking idiot.
Oh, hey, he's helping out his people, making sure they get in and get safe.
like Jeremy Adams now
How dare
demanding
you.
answers from the district and a safety plan to help quell fears.
We don't know who these people are. We don't know if they have any criminal history, what their background is.
Meanwhile, the sheriff's office says it's conducting an investigation.
Bye, Shock.
Damn, he was just out like just like that.
This guy's gonna get canceled for what he said.
Yeah, he should.
yep.
He's like, we don't know if they're criminals. Bigot.
They're not. They're not. How dare you, sir? How
They are
dare
just
you?
hardworking doctors and lawyers and stuff
Right,
like that.
Right.
That's all they are. And Trump will bring them in too.
What their background is.
Meanwhile, the sheriff's office says it's conducting an investigation and says it takes safety very seriously and are working with the school district in order to keep students.
I love how Twitter does that. It always seems to cut off like the last 2 seconds of every single fucking like, I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't upload a whole lot of videos to Twitter myself to see like how that
Yeah.
works.
Same.
But so that's happening in California where you've got immigrants trying to hijack a bus, 2 buses in a day.
Well, Well, when they're told basically come in and get bused somewhere to a specific
look,
area, they just think any old bus will work.
They're going to the real estate office.
Yeah.
Get their house.
Get set
I
up
mean,
a brand
think
new
about
home.
this. These people are being told if you come to this country any way you can and say the magic word asylum, you will get free health care. You will get an iPhone. You will be flown wherever you want. You'll be put up at a luxury hotel. If you want to chop off your hoo-hoo or ha-ha, you can do that. And they'll pay for it. I mean, this is the place where money grows on trees, apparently.
Especially in California.
Even I bet they probably have been bused by school buses previously.
Yeah.
So it's not even just that, any bus will do. No, they've probably been on a school bus and they just thought it was the same thing.
Yeah, that's possible. I'm over here trying to Google Mexico school buses, and
Well, no, I'm meaning on this side of the border. I'm sure that they've used our schools buses.
Right.
I wouldn't put it past
Through
them.
the
Not
different
with kids on it, but-
NGOs and
Yeah.
such. Okay.
I wouldn't be shocked that. Oh well, it's the summer. They're not using the buses, so we'll use them, or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. So on top of that happening, we have a town in Colorado, Aurora, that is being taken over by a Venezuelan immigrant gang, and by immigrant I mean an illegal alien, because that's what we call them on this show.
I believe that it is undocumented. So
I believe. Shut the fuck up.
Migrants work.
I don't know
They're
why
immigrants.
I invite Brad every week.
Just to point out the reality of the world.
He keeps us on our toes.
So we've got this video of something going on in a mall or something. This came out last night. I don't know why it's small like this, but oh wait, there we go.
Venezuelans is taking over.
Oh, this is the Target?
What's that?
Is this the Target?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is a video where it's in front of a Target.
Okay.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
At the very end, I do think you see some of the people that are causing this mayhem doing something in a trunk, and the dude recording this, who has colorful language, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
He directly says, "I don't want to stare, but I want to watch." Like, yeah.
Oh me, these niggas is out here tripping. Bro, damn, they done made a mess of shit.
Shit.
Yep.
Nigga, y'all are on bullshit out here. That is on bullshit.
So do you know more of what happened by chance, Gal? Like, did they
No, I just know where it is.
rob the Target? No, okay.
I
mean,
go
there's
to
like a
the-
lot of shit all over the place. Everyone's trying to like get out, but they can't for some reason.
I was talking to my brother about it. He had heard about this. The Target. It's like across the street from the Costco I go to.
Oh, fun.
And then they're gonna wonder why do all these businesses keep leaving particular
Yeah.
areas? My
Did they
God,
raid
I
the
wonder.
Target?
I don't like, as far as I'm aware, it was the parking lot. I don't know if it was inside the buildings, but I don't know for sure.
I'm just wondering what all this
I'm
mess
guessing-
outside
Right.
is.
I'm guessing your local news is about as good as the local news I've got here,
Yeah.
where it's definitely very
Limited.
limited and biased as fuck.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. It's
The local is very middle.
you sound like you're in a water tank right now.
Yeah, you
Static.
kind of.
Oh, am I losing
Oh,
packets?
you're back.
There you
Dropping
go.
packets. All right, we'll continue watching.
Oh shit! What the? Yeah, there's.
Yeah, they almost got hit by a car just there.
Lovely.
Yep. Oh, hey, thanks for the sub, Dom.
Oh, nice.
Nice, Dom.
Trying to get to that 500 mark. It's a bitch when you don't make videos.
Yep.
Tripping. Nigga, they cracking off in the air and everything. They driving over the.
Oh yeah, listen.
Nigga, we almost just got hit.
What is this?
Did you hear that?
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
It's kind of like just loud firecrackers. They're celebrating.
Yeah, those are
Somebody
firecrackers.
must be having a birthday party nearby. That's all.
Yeah. It's they do. Hey, Timon, do they do quinceañeras in Venezuela? You're the closest one there. You would know.
These niggas is on bullshit.
I think that's them.
Jesus Christ.
Well, some of them, obviously. There has to be more.
Yeah.
I'm trying to record, but I gotta watch the.
Yeah, I gotta watch the run over or the any space.
Or make sure they don't fucking shoot his ass
Mm-hmm.
for filming them.
Shit.
Yeah, they don't exactly like being on camera.
I wonder why.
I wonder.
But why? They're just regular everyday citizens.
Very vibrant individuals. That's all. It's just
Just
vibrant.
undocumented.
Very vibrant youth. Very vibrant youth.
They're just living their lives.
Dude, why do you need a green card? Just come up here.
That's what I told him. They'll set him up with a birth certificate and act like he's lived here 10 years.
You can come vote for Trump. Shit. So, and then we've got this other clip that was more popular last night, which is something I had spoken with Gal previously, and then this video just so happened to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he might be right. I might live closer to Venezuela than the Brazilian. there's a possibility of that. Not by much, though.
Oh, I saw it.
So now I believe this is a door that was already replaced from the story I heard.
That's correct.
Hey, me too.
So they're going around demanding rent at this apartment complex because they have taken over this one.
Right.
And also, from my understanding, this isn't the only one that they've done this with.
Yeah, they're like right next to each other, the two. So I think this is the Gnome, N-O-M-E one, and the one prior to it was Fitzsimmons.
So, did you, by any chance, ever know anyone that lived in those complexes?
Negative, but
Okay.
that's because I am a hermit and I don't like people.
Okay, fair
especially people here. Like if I were in a place that was more me, I would know people, but I'm not. This is actually almost right across the street from a hospital.
Oh,
like a major hospital. Yeah.
Well, if anything happens, they'll be very close by to
Yep.
a place they can
Like-
get help.
It's just on the other side of an emergency room at that hospital. Yeah.
Well, except that like the cops aren't available.
Yeah.
So this is, I'm guessing this is a picture of one of the apartment complexes.
I would assume so. Yeah. Ridiculous.
And then I've got some feet on the ground type.
If I told you this was
video
happening-
here.
Hmm.
So this guy's
This
got.
was the first video I saw.
Oh, you saw him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the Fitzsimmons one is the one he talks about, I think.
If I told you this was happening in 2024, would you believe me? Let me tell you how crazy this is. In Aurora, Colorado, there's a Venezuelan gang that has taken over 2 apartment buildings. I kid you not. The landowner has contacted the local authorities. They said there's nothing they can do about it. That's squatter laws, bro. I kid you not. Look this up.
That's what laws?
Squatters laws.
Yeah.
Oh no, fuck that. Hell no.
The local.
This is going to give rise to roving vigilantes.
Vigilanteism. Yep.
Let's go.
Yep. And so look, just because this is happening
done
in
it to
Colorado,
themselves.
this is happening in fucking Colorado.
Yep.
This can happen anywhere.
Yep.
This could happen anywhere.
You know that Denver's no longer a sanctuary city?
That's what.
No. What happened?
Yesterday?
No, it was. I don't know when it stopped being it. Who was I talking to? I was talking to someone, I think, during Fan Expo.
Savage is all about the vigilantism.
Yeah, he definitely
Something's
is.
gonna have to happen.
It might have been like last year or something. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, it's people no longer wanted it to be that, and I'm like, why? But what happened?
But where else are we gonna get our
Right? You already fucking brought him over. Case in point. Dumbasses.
What were you gonna say, Fractured?
Where else are we gonna get our authentic Mexican food?
Yeah.
How else can you get your house cleaned? Who's gonna pick our strawberries?
Yeah.
Thank you. Fucking what's Osborne? What's her face?
Sharon Osbourne.
No, it was the daughter that said, "Who will
Kelly?
clean your toilets?"
Oh, Kelly Osbourne. Yeah.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
There was something else that I saw.
Authorities, they said there's nothing they can do about it. That's squatter laws, bro. I could you not look this up. Number 2, he went to the FBI. They said there's nothing they can do, and he even went to the marshals, y'all. And this Venezuelan gang has taken over the apartment building. They're charging the tenants inside rent money like they're the landlords. Meanwhile, the real landlord can't get these people evicted. All the people that's leaving the apartment buildings, as soon as they leave, these Venezuelan gang members are just moving in more gang members to a point where they are taking over the building with guns.
Oh shit, Sherlock.
There's no more security there. Like,
they are the
look
security.
this up right now. And this is exactly what I was talking about like 2 weeks ago. Oh, not even 2 weeks ago. On a couple of my videos. This is what they want. Attack within. Y'all better stay safe. Y'all better stay safe. This is what they want. For the country to be attacked from within.
Who's
Black people versus the brown people. Let them fight it out. You see what I'm
they? This guy sounds racist.
I don't think that was the plan. I think it was illegal immigrants versus Americans.
Everyone else.
Yeah.
I think it
particularly
now
particularly
maybe
white
now
people, but
is that a predominantly black neighborhood? Would you say, Gal? I
I don't know.
I know there's areas like that here in Phoenix, but
let's check them demographics.
Technically, he's much more
Basically,
brown in tone than true black.
This is true.
In Aurora, the further north you go, the more crime. So like where we're at,
so
we're
yes,
in a safe zip code. So like the
For
zip
now.
code's gonna go in tens. And it's like I don't want to give too much information.
Yeah. No. You're good. You're good.
Yeah. And this is
You're a safe
in
zone for the
areas.
moment.
Have you ever heard of Colfax in Denver?
I've heard of the band Kofax. I think they're from there.
It's like one of the main roads that goes through downtown, but goes through like the entirety of all of the Denver suburbs, city, like what is it called?
Aurora.
Well, no, I mean Denver and the surrounding areas, but
The Denver metropolitan.
yes, thank you. The Denver metro area. But Colfax, like along the entire length of it, you just don't want to be there. And this is just off of Colfax.
Okay.
And it's just doing Colfax things.
So
this 15% is really saying a lot for that African American population.
It says 15%.
So the for Aurora demographics, 41 as of 2020 for this off of
Less
Wikipedia.
census.
So take that for what you will.
Mhm.
But for white, 41.67, black or African American, 15.33%, The Asians
Okay.
come in at a 6.34, mixed 4.9, and then the Hispanic or Latino, we've got at 30.27%.
There it is.
Okay.
There you go.
I need to stop your insane right-wing propagandizing right now, because I have just found I have just found on X, Andy No has reported the following. Woke Colorado Governor Jared Polis, a Democrat, has dismissed the reporting, video evidence, and police reports on Venezuelan migrant takeover of several apartment buildings in Aurora. Governor Polis says it is made up by Aurora City Council member Danielle Jurinsky. So the governor is saying fake news. Therefore,
they've been saying.
Therefore, dude, I want you to stop believing your lying eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a cheap fake. This is a cheap fake. These are trick-or-treaters. Okay, they're dressed up. They're getting early. It's early time for trick-or-treating.
They're LARPing.
They're a bunch of LARPers. Yeah.
Yes.
They're LARPing.
Those are not real guns, because there are rules against people having guns. And
the sad thing is people are probably believing that too.
I believe it.
Shut up, Brad.
We've also always been at war with Eurasia.
So
You're 1994.
I was going to. I have a question for you, Gal. Probably. Does this change how often you're leaving strapped?
Honey, you think I don't leave strapped?
Well, okay. So I was mostly expecting that answer.
Good call.
Just can we just go armed, protected?
Oh God.
We saw some stuff earlier tonight. We do not want to use the word strap.
Okay, very well.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
That toe thing.
The toe thing. Oh. There was no straps involving the toe thing.
Oh,
I don't care.
That's where that stuff. That's where that
we were
stuff
going down a
leads.
dark. There was a dark part of the stream.
Leads.
You had me on scotch after 9 o'clock. You know I've been trying to avoid the early scotch.
Well, that's a personal choice. You didn't have to look up that book.
Right.
Okay, I'm spreading knowledge.
All right, let's see what else.
That's not knowledge.
Here.
I brought fire to the
You brought what?
Fire to the masses. The gods hate me.
Oh.
I better stay safe. It's getting crazy out here, because it's going to get to a point where it's going to start affecting you. You may not live in Aurora, Colorado, but the fact that it's happening, man, this is crazy. Y'all better stay safe. Man, I've been seeing videos about the same Venezuelan people be in the stores looking to kidnap people and child trafficking. It's going to shambles. And y'all telling me Trump ain't needed? And y'all telling me
No,
Trump
he'll just
ain't
let them
needed?
in through the front door.
Well, you're talking about legal immigration, right?
Legal.
Law. Let's
One way or
use the word
another.
lawful.
One way or another, they're looking for replacement.
And I don't even like using illegal immigrants, because just say foreign nationals. Foreign nationals. That's what they are.
No one knows what the fuck that means.
Two
when you say
negatives
that.
equals a
You
positive,
have to say
right?
illegal immigrants, because then people know that they were.
But you're
came
racist.
here in,
I don't give a flying fuck.
I
if they
need
call
people
me
to
racist.
understand how racist I am by using the term illegal immigrant.
How about we just say criminals?
Why does Steve have a baby bottle? What are?
Well, it's Steve. He's a big baby.
I think it's a hot sauce.
Oh, okay. It looked like a baby bottle there, a baby bottle for like his baby.
That's just because
doll.
he's so big. His giant.
This is
Sasquatch.
a normal. This is a normal size fucking green sriracha, douche.
I've never had green sriracha.
I didn't know they made green sriracha.
Yeah, neither did I.
That's because you're uncultured.
So yeah, because this is happening in Aurora, Colorado. Sure, maybe it's not as wealthy town or whatever. I don't.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
it definitely isn't.
I don't. Would you call it the Compton of Colorado?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think probably not nearly as bad as say as an area like Compton or something like that.
Because like I was saying earlier, it's the northern portions of Aurora. The middle to southern portions of Aurora aren't as bad. Like the more south you go, the more wealthy it gets.
So the Flint.
What? That's Michigan.
I know.
We have clean water.
It's making
though.
the comparison. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if they do up north.
Oh, look, Timon is trancing.
I saw that.
I identify as a U.S. citizen. I am transnational. That works.
All I know is I'm a hermit because I get all my food stuffs from farms and I rarely have to leave the house because I rarely have to get groceries. So when I do, I just go south.
Yeah, because you get food from that farm in Pennsylvania. How long does that take?
About 3 days.
What's the shipping like on that?
About $80.
Fuck.
50 to 80,
Well,
depending
like,
on how much you're getting.
It'll be much sooner once all the trucks are converted to electric.
Yeah, that's definitely how that works.
Like how much food are you getting for that much though?
It's not going to be as much as you'd think.
How
So
long
my
does it
last-
last you? How often are you having to place an order?
2 weeks.
That's
so like it'll be it depends on what you get because it's per box. So like this last one was 80, but I got a bunch of peanut butter. I think I got, was it 2 half gallons of milk or 4? Like it's pricey.
Yeah.
But I got cream, like heavy cream. God.
So they're back to being able to do the milk? I thought they couldn't do the milk.
Oh, they can do it outside the state of Pennsylvania.
Oh.
So at the beginning of the year, it was completely shut down. They were raided completely. Or they were raided and they were shut down completely. And the lawyers were just like, you can't stop them. Like you're not the federal government. You can't stop them from selling outside the state. At the very least, this fight is for Pennsylvania. So they had to reopen it too.
Okay.
Okay, so I got 4 half gallons. They only ship half gallons of milk. You can pick up gallons.
Probably easier to ship those.
Yeah. So I got heavy cream. I got a half gallon of heavy cream, 4 half gallons, so 2 gallons of milk, a pound of butter, half pound of cream cheese, 2 pints of peanut butter, 2 dozen chicken eggs, and that came out to $70.
I need a butter joint.
Not $70.
I need a place to get butter. Real butter.
Yeah, and that's what this is. This is real. So sorry, it was $70 for shipping and $80 for the foodstuffs.
I started that keto life this week.
I'll butter your bread.
Okay.
Oh no, I was totally, oh my God, I'm retarded. No, it was $80. It was $132 for the food and then $80 for the shipping. But the shipping is also plus ice packs and an insulated container as well. So that was $18. Yeah.
You can't, can you like send back the insulated container? I don't even know.
Unfortunately not. So like that's the, like when I move to Texas, I'm going to look at getting my stuff locally from Texas. Colorado has
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Colorado has bullshit laws and it's practically impossible to do it. Like you have to buy a cow essentially in order to be able to get the raw milk products. And you have to jump through a bunch of fucking hoops. Texas is much simpler and it'll be cheaper for that. So, and it's because it's shipping from Pennsylvania to.
Yeah, I can make my own butter from, but like I wouldn't want to make it from that heavy whipping cream that I would purchase. I gotta find it straight from the source, man.
Now, technically, they do co-ops. I don't. So we just ended our relationship with the co-op because there was a bunch of drama. It's just like HOAs. I don't want to fucking deal with co-ops, and I don't want to deal with HOAs. So I'm just going to pay this extra amount for shipping. Like the shipping for when I was doing the co-op, it was $30 for the first box and $15 for any after that. So if you had two, it'd be
co-ops are for hippies.
And like I liked the co-op guy, but yeah, it was annoying. It was drama and it was stupid, but yeah, technically it was cheaper. But my last order was, I think, like $70 and $50 for shipping. So this was my stocking order because you can freeze raw milk. Well, you can freeze pasteurized milk too, but so I get as much as I can in one order, and then 2 to 3 weeks later I'll do another order to restock some of the stuff that I might need. So yeah.
Steve, are you eating taquitos?
Yeah. Fuck your couch.
Okay.
But we also order our meat from
Hey, stop talking about JD Vance. That's inappropriate.
He's a couch fucker too.
That's what someone was trying to push as a rumor.
I'm so confused.
They're trying to push that as a rumor.
Well, it's like Tim Walz drinking horse cum.
Right.
That didn't
happen. Never mind. I had two people confused. I thought you were talking about the cum guzzler being a couch fucker too.
You got cum guzzling on your mind then, Steve?
Yeah, I do.
What else you do?
Fucking, it's just so frothy.
So we have that happening in America. Now, I wonder, earlier, the comments about this encouraging vigilanteism, like eventually there's someone in one of these apartment complexes going to get fucking fed up. Someone's going to get blasted.
Yep.
And then a lot of people are going to get blasted.
Yep.
And it's going to turn into some shit like we're living in fucking Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Is it illegal to shoot somebody who's illegal?
What's that?
Yes, it's still called
Is
murder.
it illegal? Is it illegal to shoot an illegal?
Yeah, two wrongs do not make a right.
That's so like.
I mean, he's illegal. Fucking dumpster that shit.
Okay, people are not illegal. Okay.
People can't be illegal.
People cannot be illegal. That is dehumanizing, and they're just undocumented citizens who have not been recognized yet because universal rights say that you can claim asylum and get a free house.
It's kind of creepy how good you are at the SJW voice.
Okay, Cartman.
Lawyers are good at making shit up.
That was more Cartwoman.
Cartwoman.
Okay. So I'm
shopping
on the
hotels.
same
I'm
page as
sorry.
Steve with this because I'm one of those people who believe like if you're in a car accident and say it ended up being your fault, but the other person involved doesn't have car insurance, should wipe the whole thing clean because at least in my state, you're not allowed to be driving.
Fuck me.
Without car
Without
insurance.
insurance, yeah.
So, fuck you. This is more your fault for even being here than it is mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm on the same page as Steve. You ain't even supposed to be here. Bam.
Yep. Like it's negated.
Now, since I just made that joke, do you think the time is coming where we turn into what's going on in the UK?
God.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord.
We'd be arrested right now.
Well, do you think we're heading that way? Look
They're trying.
Look what it took for them to build to this.
We have just in different ways. We have just in different ways.
You know what? We do have the First Amendment.
It's valid.
There is that. They don't have that anywhere else. Media advocate Timon reminds us almost every week, guys, America's the only place in the world that has the First Amendment.
Yep.
True.
Freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences.
Yep.
So here's what they're doing in the UK.
This is the moment police raid the home of a mother
Stop taking pictures of me!
and a son suspected of violent disorder in Middlesbrough. We joined
What are
Cleveland police as they carried out Operation Mac.
Now, the violent disorder in Middlesbrough is mean tweets.
I was gonna say, what are they calling violent?
Violent disorder. Fucking eat me.
UK cucks.
I wish I was thrown in the back of a Mercedes. That's such bullshit.
I love that that's Steve's takeaway from it.
I know.
Pampered assholes.
I refuse to be arrested unless I'm put in a BMW or Mercedes. I will wait for it to come here.
Yeah. How's it going, Ariel?
Oh.
She says, you mean we're not supposed to mow down illegal aliens?
I mean, who's gonna miss them?
Carrying on.
Academia targeting those connected to the unrest earlier this month.
Some of these people potentially will try to escape.
Final brief as teams prep for arrest raids across Teesside.
I was a Silver Commander for Sunday, the 4th of August.
What level
Never in
of
30
spoon
years seen
attacks
any
were those?
scenes like that within Middlesbrough.
So yeah, this
Commander.
I didn't Google it, but there's an Operation Macadamia going on. And from what
What's
I
that?
understand,
Arrest all
is that you know what? You have a point. It's going. I from what I could tell, it seems like they're just going to go around arresting people making mean tweets.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
It is literally thought police. This is wrong think come to life.
This isn't happening, guys.
Well, we have that here. It's just
Could we-
it's
we-
just
the
done by
problem
the
is-
citizens, not by the government.
Hold on, did
We need
Gauss
to
try
turn
do a
CERN back on and run
government?
it the other way. Because when we ran it the one way, it broke the universe. So if we do it in the other way, it'll fix it.
So reverse the polarity?
Do you know that he just said a Doctor Who quote?
He doesn't even know he said a Doctor.
I was just going to say, look at him.
That's,
What were you
that's
saying,
like-
Senator?
But
Steve doesn't even know he just said a Doctor Who quote.
You
Doctor
guys
Who?
just Miss Gal doing her best impression of her own governor, which she said, "This is not happening."
Right.
Yeah.
Except I didn't have too much of a. I can't be gay like him.
Yeah. Oh, is he gay?
Oh, you didn't know that?
I
Oh,
don't-
yeah.
That explains a lot.
He's gays.
Oh,
I
then
can
I'll do it differently next time.
I can barely keep track of my own governor. She's fucking hiding all the time.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
fine with
like
mine.
the shining beacon to all
Mine's okay.
governors. Like, our governor's gay. We're so progressive. And I was just like, he's a fucking idiot.
Yay.
But he's gay.
Our governor doesn't say the word gay, you know.
Oh, that's right. Don't say gay.
Oh.
What the community had to put up for that day was totally unacceptable.
Was it?
42 arrests during the violence of Sunday, August the 4th in
Look at the
central
female hanging
Middlesbrough.
out in the back.
That's the highest on the day figure of anywhere during the recent English street violence.
Look at them
So-
armed. Do you see what they're armed with? They're armed with their weapons. Their phones. That's a weapon of violence.
Where's the pallets of bricks? Come on now. These guys are slacking.
Yeah.
Oh my
know
God.
that.
Wade is pissing me off.
I'm pretty sure it's on purpose.
No, you're
Yeah, I
no,
know.
no. He's asking for a timeout.
I mean, he's not wrong.
If you're talking about
Doctor Who, yes.
if you're
Current
talking
Doctor
about
Who, yes.
New Who with shitty Gatwa, sure, fine. I'll give you that.
Dr. Jody and Dr. Shooty, yes. Concur.
There is no other Doctor Who.
Yeah, I
What
don't
are you
know
talking
who's
about?
shitty in Dr. Jody. I don't even know.
You guys are fucking
Dr. Jody was my vet.
dog haters.
Hey, Airbud's a good movie.
Moving on.
Today, Operation Macadamia fanned out across the area. As of this morning,
Why
96
macadamia?
arrests with 35
The whitest of the nuts.
Why not?
The whitest
Whitey.
of the nuts. I just realized it.
Kill Whitey, man. Steve was right.
This is cute.
And they're
in
all
custody.
crazy. They're
Moments
nuts.
after this was filmed, that tally would grow.
Oh, look at him jump over this fence to get this kid. Look at them go.
Get that tweeter.
They weren't
First
supposed to
address
bring
and
the
a man
cartoons
aged
to life.
23 taken on suspicion of violent disorder.
That's a big ass 11-year-old. Just saying.
Especially for England.
Next
Can't
up,
see his
same
teeth. You
address
don't know
and
what's
his
going
mother, aged 43, the 100th
Arresting
person
his
arrested
mother.
on Teesside.
And him.
Guilt by association.
Also on suspicion of violent disorder.
Violent disorder.
Oh, she had mean tweets too.
Ah,
So
base
2 arrests
mom.
on this raid. It's only, what, a little after 8:30 in the morning. And don't forget, there are 7 other teams
All
out
in
there
a
across
day's
the
work.
Teesside area.
7 other teams out there rounding up people for mean tweets.
2-tier gear.
Arresting people
those
suspected
tweets,
of
the
disorder
tweet.
here in Middlesbrough on August the 4th. The commanding officer is keen to stress to the raid teams this morning the deterrent effect of both swift and obvious police action and then rapid court action to follow it up.
We've worked our way through CCTV. We've been provided names by members of the public. We've actually had some people contact themselves saying, I've been involved in this, my picture has been in the paper, and they've handed themselves in. So we're just working through methodically the CCTV, identifying suspects, building the evidence, and then going out and arresting them.
You're all certifiable.
Build an
Jesus
army and fucking riot your way out of that prison.
If she just brushed her teeth, she wouldn't have to worry about hiding them so much.
You know, I saw an interview, a video of an interview where someone in England was saying, "Don't worry, we're going to have enough prison room for all these people." I'm not kidding.
You're right. I heard that too. Where did I see that?
So I
don't know.
I can respect the UK because all their police vehicles are like bright yellow. Like they don't hide their cops. Compared to America, we hide our fucking cops so we can catch you doing something illegal.
But our cops have guns. There's a stop
True.
or a stop again.
I also don't resist.
I don't know why we fucking saved them in World War II.
There's this little Pearl Harbor thing. That
Ironically, fascism has finally taken over.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah,
That's my point. Like, what was the point of us saving your dumbasses?
See, the thing is, people forget fascism is not left-wing, right-wing political ideology. Fascism is the practice of the government. Fascism is Nazi Germany was a socialist government where the government controlled society. They controlled the means of industry and everything. And it was fascist in the way it exercised itself. So everyone thinks socialism's so great, it provides for everyone. You still are enforcing it. That's the fascistic part of it. The enforcement, the compelling people to do it. That's what true fascism is. And that's why, totalitarianism is fascism. Literally, we are now seeing V for Vendetta come to life.
Well, what's the difference between totalitarianism and socialism?
Socialism is more of an ideology. Totalitarianism is the practice to enforce the ideology. At least that's my understanding.
I guess you can have totalitarians in a capitalist society.
Yeah, that's corporatism.
Yeah.
Stop using big
words.
words.
That was that show. There's a TV show called Conundrum, which showed a future. It's a time travel show. It showed a future where corporations rule. Continuum. Sorry, you're right. Continuum. It showed the future where corporations ruled the government, and they created the rules, and corporations were power. It was actually a good show.
It was a good show until like the last season, like most shows.
For the first couple of seasons, it was a good show.
Yep.
And it's also coming to life. This is nice.
But they weren't done yet. Across town, Stockton-on-Tees.
Right, the dog's in the garden, is it?
You cover the back garden escape route too, of course.
Use all on my house. You lot spec stupid press.
Did you just call him the F slur?
I think so.
What did I do? What did
That's
I
not a
do?
white guy.
You
Not a
spoke
white
badly about the acolyte.
I'll do it again, damn it.
I'm going to jail.
25 arrested on suspicion of violent disorder.
If you're involved in the disorder on that day,
I can't. The usage of the phrase violent disorder for
words,
mean tweets for words is absolutely disgusting.
Ridiculous.
Yes. Yes, Kel. YouTube is like the UK. They just don't like my speech. You're absolutely right. And that's every social media. I was reading, I didn't bring it today, but someone was going through the latest changes for the Twitter algorithm source code. And Twitter algorithm, if you use naughty words, they will not monetize you, but they will downrank your tweets if you use bad words, just bad words in general, not just quote unquote bigoted words or whatever, like saying shit and retard.
Well,
I won't stop using retarded.
But a great way to boost tweets is replies. Likes don't matter anymore.
We will identify you, we will arrest you, and we will put you before the court.
I just love how determined she says that. Stupid fucking whore.
Rewind it a little. It looks like she's got her teeth punched in a few times.
We don't know she's a prostitute. Let's not go that far.
She's super concerned about being able to see her brown ass shit teeth.
Stop talking
If you're
shit.
involved in the disorder on that day, we will identify you, we will arrest you, and we will put you before the court.
Garnett Street in Middlesbrough town centre still bears the
Stop
scars
pretending like your
where
court's
people
with a damn
smashed
meter.
up windows on August the 4th. 14 arrested on Teesside today, aged between 11 and
So
43.
proud.
National figures show 1,165 people arrested, 703 charged. Those figures, again, will increase.
Thank
How do
God.
They're
How do you-
tearing
how-
families
how do you
apart.
make it?
Like, you're fucking arresting 11-year-olds? Come on, you fucking
Right.
pussies.
You do, but that's where the next generation comes from. Where the next generation of violence comes from.
Yeah,
We have to stop the violence.
Stop it when they're young. You have to stop it when they're young.
Yeah.
I don't think you appreciate the danger these people represent to the native Englishmen who are now all from Muslim nations. You know, people will get arrested for carrying the Union Jack or the British flag.
I saw that. I saw
Yes.
that. There was also a kid who got kicked out of school for handing out American flags.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
I
it's
saw
considered
that.
racist. Or offensive.
Right. And then the next day, all the kids went.
I
and
was
put
just gonna
American
say, yeah,
flags on
the-
grounds at school.
The parents and the other students kind of rallied, and it was all because of one like gay kid or
That
some shit.
is the American spirit.
Yes.
That shit right there is the American
Yep.
spirit.
I was
That-
wait a minute. You know, wait. the
rebel fucking.
Savage, ain't nobody gonna consider
the
you a
diversity
danger.
flag. The diversity flag.
Burn
That's the homo nation we were seeing earlier.
Oh, the homo. What is it?
The homo national.
Yeah, homo something or other.
He was the homo national who had
Homo
the flag that
national.
looked like the Yahtzee flag, but instead of the swastika, it had the hammer and sickle. He's a little confused, and again, I say he because I'm not certain that's offensive. He, she, them, Zer, whatever pronouns it prefers. Pink haired with the Alice in Wonderland black costume. They, them were very convincing that we need a homo nation.
I'm thinking it was a 4chan troll.
Honestly, I don't think it would last long. I don't think it would last past one generation.
When he said he thinks Israel should force Palestinians to take estrogen,
He knew things. He knew
That was-
things.
yeah. So I want to mention this. Multi Republic says this makes as much sense as the Telegram CEO getting arrested. Why not arrest every telecommunications CEO by that logic? So the reason for that is because Telegram has encrypted end-to-end capabilities, whereas most places do not. The government, as we know, have backdoor access to Facebook and Twitter and all these places. They could just go and look at it without needing any keys. The CEO the dude who started Telegram is not giving away the keys because he doesn't keep them. He doesn't make it possible. If you don't, if you set up an encrypted chat in Telegram and in their secret chats or whatever they call them.
Mm-hmm.
If you forget your key, you're fucked and you have to start a new one. You can't get back into that one. There's no way of recovering these things. That's why Proton Mail works so differently. Now you could go and get a new key with Proton Mail, but any emails that were in your box before, they're all going to be gone. They're going after encryption. They want to end encryption because they don't want anyone to be able to hide, and that's why they're charging him with all these supposed crimes that they think's being done on his network. Now, what I would say is, well, if you think that person A is a suspect of passing around cheese pizza, where's your evidence for that? And why don't you get him on that without needing to come after my company?
Right.
Why do you think that? And it's like, if you have evidence, go get him. You don't need me. But they want in his network. That's why he's being arrested. Sidebar.
The whole thing about going after, this is the weirdness about these social networks, in which are basically becoming public forums. Because remember, back in the olden times, there would be like areas in town where you could post notices, right?
Yeah.
You post notices to let people know of the news, let people know about jobs, because there wasn't any mass communication. So like in the center of the town, there'd be like areas where you could like post signs up, employment, whatever. So this is just a public forum. Now, what if someone posts something up there and some guy happens to own the sign? So now the guy becomes responsible for something offensive on the sign. This is what's becoming problematic in trying to like make everyone police these things.
Yep.
The bottom line is, and we talked about before, and Static was saying, look, Timon always says the United States is the only place that has First Amendment. That's true. We're the one that we are the only nation that recognizes that free speech is a human right in a codified document.
I believe we're the
and
only
the government cannot infringe upon it. They always say, yeah, free speech is a human right, but no other document in the world that I know of actually says the government cannot interfere with this human right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I was watching someone was saying that the Constitution needed to be updated for common times. And I'm like, the Constitution is the only document ever existed in mankind that has protected the people from the government.
Yep.
It's made to moderate the government, not the people. That is the only document out there that does that. Every other government has free fucking
the rule book. The Constitution is the rule book.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the 10th Amendment exists. The Article 2, I think, is that executive. Article 3 is I forget what it is, but you have each of the articles talks about what each of the branches of the government can do, what their jurisdiction is, and whatever's not, for instance, whatever's not given to Congress when it comes to lawmaking, that goes to the states. That's the 10th Amendment. The Constitution really clearly lays out what the role of the judiciary is, what the role of the Supreme Court is, to determine whether or not laws are constitutional. So the Congress comes in, they make a law, they pass a law, and then they say, okay, you've passed a law, but now we have to look at this document. We have to look at the rule book. And what does the rule book say? Well, the rule book says you cannot make a law that infringes upon freedom of speech. Okay, you have a law here that says so-and-so cannot say such and such thing at such time of day. That is infringed upon the right of speech. Yep. So the constitutional interpretation is that is unlawful, that is unconstitutional, so it is struck. This is fucking basic shit.
What just happened this last week that was a major it broke the First Amendment completely, is when Mark Zuckerberg came out and put that letter out saying that, oh yeah, the Biden people asked me to censor COVID information and to remove jokes even.
See, now the argument's going to be, well, the Congress didn't do this because this is a straw man argument. This is just like going behind the back, but it's violating the spirit and the true intent of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. The government is using a third party, a private party, to enforce its will in a way that violates the Constitution. And actually, the private party is even more responsible because now they're a willing accomplice to unconstitutional acts.
So who would have standing? Anyone who was kicked out on Facebook during that time for those things?
Conceivably, anyone who owns a Facebook account.
Anyone. So you wouldn't even have had to have been suspended for that. Even the ability to see someone posting that.
Prospectively, I mean, I'm spitballing because I don't do constitutional law.
Fair.
But I mean, the potential that it could be affected.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, that's why some people were suing New York for the fact that they're indicting Trump, and the indictment may, they're convicting him and everything that could affect the Constitution, that could affect his election. He's on the ballot. You're trying to remove him from the ballot. That affects the people in my state.
I think
Holy
Louisiana's
shit.
doing that.
I think
So-
Missouri was doing it.
So can I sue California for all their people moving here?
You'd have to demonstrate some sort of harm.
Because
That's where it comes in. Could you-
my
that's-
traffic is fucked. I'm harmed because now I have a 3-hour round trip to work.
Taxes have
Gonna
gone
have
up.
Cost of living goes up.
Well, taxes
Cost
go
of
up because you
property
vote for the
went up.
wrong people.
My state is no longer blood red.
Yeah.
Don't worry, let the
Cost of property
Venezuelan
went
games
up.
come in. They'll be blood red soon.
They're probably already here. It's fucking
only-
Arizona.
No, it's ever good people. Oh, only good people are coming there. Ooh, that's nice too. That's a nice view.
It's women and children. What are you talking about?
Absolutely. Yes.
And tech.
I was trying to think about the Media Advocate says he should make a shirt that says America is the only country that has the First Amendment. And I was thinking something like America is the only place with the First Amendment. So thank you and go fuck yourself.
I should have added that to my next shirt that I bought.
I'm putting that on a shirt.
So, I don't know if Dom's lurking or not. When he left Denver Fan Expo, he was wearing the Vets Talkin' the Forces Fucked shirt at the airport.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was at the airport. And a lady came up to him. I'm going to butcher the story. I can't remember what he said that she told him. But she was just like, your shirt is completely inappropriate, or it's not nice to wear that shirt, or something like that. I'm just like, lady, you are so affected. Shut the fuck up. It's a
Thank you.
Star Wars shirt,
What did
Also-
she say?
Thank you. You don't have the right to not be offended.
right?
So did she actually care that it was about Star Wars or just that it said the F word?
Probably the F
Which,
word.
by the way, is censored.
Yep, I know.
On the shirt, it's censored?
Yeah, it's censored.
I
There's a-
don't know the shirt.
You don't know the shirt? That's rude.
I haven't seen the
isn't it?
shirt.
I came
Dude, you
up
saw him in Vegas. It says the Force is fucked. Adam was wearing them. Gal had one.
I don't.
So on a random stream with Vets Talking, we were talking, I think it was Ahsoka. And we were talking about like how the Force is female. I'm like, no, the fuck it's not. The Force is fucked. And I was like, oh, I need that on a shirt, and it needs to have the female symbol on it. And I wanted the shirt really bad. So it eventually became a thing. Like Devil worked on it, and
Oh, she got all ass chapped that there was the woman, the female symbol, and the word fucked on the
I-
thing.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't seem to find.
Hey, maybe the female liked it. You don't know her.
So I've got another video here to show the progress of society.
Progress?
I don't know where this is at, but this is some woman doing an educational video for all of us.
God damn,
boy.
she's,
I bet it's
is her name Karen?
She's not. I don't think so. She doesn't say a whole lot, but I don't think she's a retard by her demeanor and what she's doing.
She looks sour.
She might be all right. Well, I'll let this
face.
play out. You can make the judgment for yourself.
Let's go get a free crack pipe and cocaine smoking kit.
She does not look happy.
It's a party.
Sorry, it's quiet. I can't get it any louder.
Wow.
What the actual fuck?
Where is this?
don't know for sure.
So any kid could just
West
walk
Coast.
up to that thing. You don't have to show a fucking ID or anything. Not that that fucking matters. What the? Oh look, it comes.
So now we can learn how to snort cocaine with this informational video right here.
My good God.
Progress, people.
This
This
is
is
not
progress.
real life.
Yeah.
This is Brave New World.
Okay.
Well, this is to anybody that says let's
Steve, I
legalize
want
all
to hear your
drugs.
point,
Let's
but
make
wait
all
for the
drugs
end.
available.
What?
Steve, I want to hear your point, but wait for the end.
Right.
So I'm outside the Nanaimo Hospital, and I was able to get a crack inhalation kit and a cocaine snorting kit. Unfortunately, the crack pipes were out, which is no surprise because crack pipes can be traded for drugs. All of these items you can get for free at a vending machine located just directly over there outside of the Nanaimo Hospital emergency room.
Oh, Vancouver. This is Canada.
Oh.
Okay.
God damn it, Canada! The day of the
Blame
race did not come
Canada.
soon enough for you people.
Blame Canada.
All right, Steve, what were you going to say?
Filthy Leafs.
Legalize everything under the fucking sun.
I knew that was going to be his point.
And make Narcan illegal.
No.
Yes, make it illegal. Survival of the
he's
fittest.
He's just thinning the crowd.
Dumb, if you're so fucking dumb, you die from an overdose. That's you fucking idiot.
He's thinning the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm getting rid of.
Believer in the same thing.
Get rid of the stupid motherfuckers, dude. Like if you're the one that's gonna be out there bending over at your waist, sucking on your toes, I don't want to see that shit. Die.
I'm also of the mind that I think if you want to try heroin, you should be allowed to try it.
Right. I was just going to make the point that I'm not necessarily disagreeing with the point of legalizing it.
Legalize it all. Make it illegal to get help.
I think everyone.
Come on,
should at
kids.
least-
There's your new candy.
I think at least everyone at a certain age should try a little bit of shrooms. Like,
I love
How dare you
shrooms,
regulate
especially
it?
with
It has to be
a good
completely
steak.
free and open.
Oh wait,
no,
talking
stop.
something different.
Dare. Drugs are really expensive.
Wow.
What's going on, Cyber Ninja? India is invading Canada, and it needs to stop.
Are they shitting in the streets now too?
Why does it smell like curry in Maine?
That's North Phoenix, apparently. So I've got one more thing that is only going to make all of this better.
Oh boy!
I don't believe you.
He's laughing. He's full of shit.
Pressing
He
exit
can't-
out.
He can't even fucking keep his smirks under control.
My kid spends 10 hours a day on their iPads.
No, I
It's
saw
a
it.
free babysitter.
Somebody has to kill the babysitter. I keep saying it.
Did you not pay for your iPad?
How does the iPad last that long? Do they just plug it in?
Right?
Damn, New York Post. Fuck off. You fucking...
They're just sitting right next to that
You need your
outlet.
ad blocker up.
I just use Brave auto ad blocking.
So, a mom lets her kids spend up to 10 hours a day on screens and says parents shouldn't feel guilty about it.
Oh,
Right, because you
God.
don't want to. Dumb hum.
Right. Well, apathy is a defense mechanism.
First of all, she looks like a goddamn kid herself.
She's 37.
Oh, she looks good.
Old bitch.
Back to into MILFs.
Right? Yeah, Steve.
Like I like old school soccer moms that actually know how to pack a
I was
lunch.
gonna say SMILFs.
The mom of 2 doesn't limit how much her son 7 or her daughter 14 are in front of their screens, but does make sure they switch off half an hour before bed.
Oh, so they can sleep. Good job, you.
Ooh. She must
Oh,
have done
wow,
some
this is
research on that, right?
You got some slight responsibility. This bitch is dumb.
And how many
Be a
hours are
goddamn
they
parent.
on screens at school?
That depends. That would depend on the
And-
school and how
yeah,
much they use this kind of crap.
Mhm.
I don't know how many schools are going full tablet and all that.
I mean,
hope-
with COVID, a fuck ton of them did.
All of them.
Oh, really? That's all
Yes.
happened now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Both
Steve
my
would
kids. Both my kids have laptops in high school and no books.
Peter's in high school.
Yeah.
He's not junior high. He's in high school.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you call it junior high too? Lately, I've been hearing people not understand what I mean when I say junior high.
Junior high, middle school, whatever.
They called it middle school where I was, but it was also junior.
So middle school is 5th and 6th grade. It was elementary through 4th grade. Well, it might have been through 3rd grade. And 4th, 5th, and 6th was middle.
Back in
What-
my day.
Weird.
Where we lived, we didn't have
Right.
anything called middle school, so I just assumed whenever someone called it middle school, they meant junior high.
It's very
Yeah.
possible that I made it to where 5th and 6th would be middle, and they just weren't talking about junior high because I thought everyone had junior high.
High school for me was 14 or 15. So no, 9th grade through 12th grade.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's high school.
14 years old. Yeah.
Was
Static was in elementary
And
school until 8th grade.
middle school 6th to 8th. But it
You were
really was
cutting
junior
out.
high.
He
That's
said
me
I
far
went
away.
to an elementary school through 8th grade. Yes, I was at a private school that was from grades fucking preschool 3-year-olds to 8th grade.
As elementary?
He called it
dude.
an elementary school. I was in a junior high. When I was in junior high, I went to a school that was
7th and
kindergarten through 8th grade.
Basically, it's all combined into one.
So weird.
Doesn't
Sorry, I
matter.
totally derailed the point with that. I apologize.
It's all a waste of time.
Well, yes, homeschool.
Our mom tried that, but she's retarded.
Well, actually, it worked out really well for me because I just worked myself and got all my work done by Wednesday, and then I worked with Grandpa for the weekend. And
Well,
made a
what
shit-
happened to
made
you,
more
Steve?
money than any 14-year-old does.
What happened to me? Drugs.
Jesus.
That's so great with the previous comments.
So Jay and her husband, Simon Whitfield,
Oh, so the
38,
husband. Oh, okay.
yeah, a tradesman, make sure the family go on a lot of days out, but will what? Did I make sure the family go out lots
on
of
lots of
days out, but will also
Make
have
sure the
2
family
days
go
at home
go on lots of days out.
on lots of days out. Okay,
Did Kamala write this?
that's a shitty fucking.
It was a terrible fucking
They
sentence.
should have had that in quote. Lots of days out.
Yeah. But we'll also have chill days at home where they don't restrict their kids' screen time. It's just because you don't want to deal with your kids. That's all that this comes down to.
Yes.
She's a
You're-
cute woman.
You should.
Attractive.
Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't mean she isn't a fucking idiot.
No, I totally yeah. I mean, you can get your kid out to let him play.
She's a social media
Oh, Jay, a social
Oh,
media
God.
creator
This article is invalid.
from Extra Devon said people have the judgment that using screens is a babysitter. No, the article's not invalid. Her opinion is fucking invalid.
Valid point, sir. Jesus Christ.
If you can't afford
Gen Z,
childcare, I can't see the harm on putting the TV on so you can get things done.
Yeah, for 30 minutes.
Wait a minute.
while-
Hold, time out. Time out. Hold on.
Probably
So
doesn't even
her
have
kids
dishes
are
to watch. She goes.
Her kids are 7 and 14, right? That's what this article said, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So what happens is the kids wake up and they go to school. Ideally, they go to school. And then what happens? They come home from school. So they now have homework because I now understand that they load kids up with homework. You don't need a babysitter. What? First off, she's a social media creator. I mean, she's working at home. Okay.
Yep.
She's not going anywhere. I'd come home after school. I'd do first I'd go out and play to get energy out of me. Then I'd do my homework. Then I'd have dinner. Then I watch some TV and go to bed. That was an average kid's day in the 80s.
So I love that she's a social media creator.
Mhm.
Is that OnlyFans?
Ooh.
And that's
We're gonna
why
find out.
I was
she
thinking the
might be at
same
home.
thing.
Time to go back to incognito.
So her name is Jay Whitfield. Duke.
That's a bro move, man.
If you can't afford childcare, I don't see the harm in putting on the TV.
Wait, time out. She's not on OnlyFans. She could totally afford childcare then.
Oh, right. I have always been quite relaxed about it. I like to make my own choices with my children. Okay, so hold on. One thing she says here: to put the TV on so you can get things done. Are you getting things done for 10 hours a day?
Right.
It's once or twice a week when we've got nothing on. I don't see how that's going to affect them. Everything is digital. We're all on screens. You're taking like your screen time is automated pilot time.
Mm-hmm.
You're in fucking
decompression
autopilot in your brain, doom scrolling or playing fucking pointless fucking candy swap games, whatever the fuck. Yeah, you're probably might be killing fucking brain cells doing that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You're definitely ruining your eyes.
Yeah. Jay introduced her son to a tablet at age 3 and said her daughter loved watching films growing up. I do see a difference in this because there's stories from films. There's things to learn from films, whereas sitting on a tablet at age 3, what the hell are you doing? Unless, okay,
if there's
math apps, and stuff like that for 3-year-olds. You know, there's things. If you're just letting them go solo on
what
YouTube,
were you letting him do? Yes.
At 3, they should have one of those fucking cubes where you're trying to put the star.
Okay, this goes in the square hole. Yeah, the square hole.
And this goes in the square hole.
In the square hole.
Did you see the updated?
That's
hey, oxymoron.
Did you see like the updated version of that?
There
video?
wasn't a what was the catch? Because she just put it out. What was it?
It was like a dude putting a chip or something in it.
Yeah.
Like
someone said that you look like the things you eat, and like you take the shape of the things you eat. And so he was eating a triangular chip, and so he's like he like was about to put it in his mouth, and he looked at it. He's like, "Oh, that goes in the square hole."
It was so good. Or oh no, it's like the fitness guy said like it goes in the same hole, out the same hole, some BS, and he's like, "What hole does this go in?" And he goes and he puts it in the square one.
That's right. Yeah.
Sorry, I derailed again.
We introduced screens to our son at age 3. We were home all the time. He's 7 now, 3. So
Terrible. It was COVID.
Yeah.
Terrible parents.
There's only so many arts and crafts you can do. Just last week,
that's
Jay
not
said,
true.
That's so not true.
Right. You can, well, maybe so many arts and crafts, but it doesn't mean there isn't other things you can go to.
I was just going to say, you know what you can do? Have them do chores.
Read a book. Watch
When I was a kid, I read books. I drew. I played G.I. Joe and Star Wars. I made up stories. I mean, why
granted,
are kids
at
being
3,
creative?
this is a little bit limited, but you read to them.
Legos.
Yes. Like, there's so many.
Dude, Legos. Give the kids some fucking Legos.
Well, kids are also accessories now sometimes.
Purse
puppy. There's a lot of purse puppy children out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have fucking leashes for kids. God, I hate when I
Well, no, that's necessary. Have you seen Disney World?
Shut the fuck up.
That makes sense.
Static rolled around in a Donald Duck fucking leash.
What the hell?
It wasn't a Donald Duck leash. It just had 3 ducks on it.
It was Daffy Duck, you bastard.
I was like 4. My sister and my brother were still able to be put in their fucking, what do they call those? The cart things.
Strollers.
Yeah, the strollers.
Cages.
And so my mom just had me on a leash so I didn't walk off while she was dealing with the other 2.
I'm judging your mother.
Particularly when we were, say, at like the zoo. That's the only time I remember ever wearing it.
Man, damn it. Everyone in Italy is small.
Funny Fun fact, hindsight, they should have leashed my ass.
Well, by then, though, she had me and our sister to corral you if need be.
I don't remember much.
That's fine.
That's the drugs.
I didn't do drugs till later in life.
That's what I mean.
Or
You don't remember much because of it.
Or just the
I was
shutting it in
never
all in and not acknowledging it.
I was never home.
So just last week, Jay said her kids were on their screen around 10 hours that day after several full days out as a family. She said, we had been out 2 days prior. It was a bit full on. What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you go do for those 2 days?
She probably made a video in fucking Bangladesh or some shit.
Damn it. No. What do you know about that, Steve?
People stand in front of a green screen and fucking claim their places.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Actually, that's yeah.
Do you know about that, gal?
No.
There's the women influencers will go out to like India for some rich dude to get shit on.
So
what the fuck?
I
Like,
thought that's what you
literally?
were implying, Steve. They'll do nasty things to these women.
Steve was talking about people going to fake places.
I
Like
was
Emily in Paris bullshit.
I was like talking shit about people going on vacation, fucking media or whatever. And now all of a sudden you're talking about you're talking about
going the female
steamers.
influencer going to India shit.
Like I thought I was the degenerate. Fucking Christ.
No, I got that one from Dex.
Oh fuck no, that's too expensive.
So kids need that.
Brad's all like, wait, I can.
Brad's
pay
like
to put
looking
this
it up.
shit
How
on?
much? How much? Shit on this.
That's not what I'm looking at.
Sure.
Just found out it was 40 grand.
Okay, I'm not going to disagree that the kids need some downtime.
Yes.
Like, I don't have a problem with that. And as a matter of fact, you could even have downtime as a family. Like, and you can all share screen time together, which is much better than 10 hours of solo screen time, especially at those ages.
Yeah, pop some popcorn and fucking watch a movie.
Yeah, do some interactive games. Like, play something together so that like work a puzzle game together or something.
Yeah.
I'm also not even averse to them watching like the Toy Story movies or like
fucking
watching TV for a little
Lord
bit,
of the
not
Rings.
10 straight hours.
If I had kids,
That's
and they wanted to, clearly I would torture them with all the sci-fi and everything. But I mean, if they wanted to play video games, I'm skillful enough to play video games with them and interact with them.
Ooh, someone got in trouble.
Wow.
Savage says his kids are banned from the internet until after Halloween, maybe.
It does.
What happened?
Now that's awesome. Go play chess. Yes.
On a computer.
You could do it. It's not the same.
Play Dungeons and Dragons.
It's the only play Dungeons and Dragons.
That's what I did as a kid.
The original computer chess play was playing an Asian. Oh,
Playing
come on.
Dungeons and Dragons makes you interact with other people, makes you think creatively, and not just rolling dice, like trying to think differently. It is literally live action role play, live action improv. It makes you think beyond what you can normally are. It's
Maybe
fun
if I
as
had
hell.
played it as a kid, I would be able to have an inner monologue.
Oh no!
You don't have an inner monologue?
Now's not the time for this.
Oh, don't start that now. Don't start that now.
Maybe now is the time for this because we don't have the usual suspects around here.
Dermy being a jackass and
Shock. Shock had to take off.
Shock not being a jackass. He just makes it funnier.
Yes.
Dermy's
So we've discovered what the problem is here.
playing Game Boys and Nintendo.
Jay says she was on the TV playing Game Boy and Nintendo in her childhood. She said, our parents were not scrutinized. No one knew what anyone else was doing. You feel guilty. Your kids are sat on screens.
Well, that's because
I'm concerned about her grammar.
we were allowed to be out front playing because we didn't have to worry about our neighbor fucking ordering cheese pizzas.
It's
This is
also an
true.
exaggeration that
This is
it's all
true.
over the place. It's not like kids can't go out and play. There's this idea that like the white van is driving around everywhere. This is ridiculous.
Well, now hold
Yeah.
on. We do live in a much lower trust society. Look at fucking
Now we
Aurora,
do,
Colorado.
I do concur. I agree with that statement.
Dude,
We
I
live
lived
in a
with,
much lower trust society.
I lived with Static for what, 6 months? 8 months?
Didn't trust him one bit.
And yeah, dude, like that motherfucker was in my place. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, I don't want to know what my place means.
I don't know either.
But like I'm just saying, like it was like a smaller gated community, and I didn't talk to one. I move over here, everybody on my street's got fucking like 4 or 5 neighbors already.
You know what? You don't. So you didn't talk to a single neighbor. Everyone waves to me whenever I drive by. But another big difference with this neighborhood that I don't see anywhere else is there's kids out here playing every day after school.
Touche.
And you can do that here because it is the tiniest gated community anyone has ever seen.
Plus, if you fart, here's the echo.
Yes.
Okay.
It batters around off the mountains. So Jay is aware of the negative side effects of screen time and is cautious that her children haven't developed a bad habit with technology. Okay. This sounds like cope. She said, a few people were shocked I let him be on the screen all day. I know my children. I know if it's getting too much. Jay says her children are also use screens at school and find it's good for learning. She said it's about balance. We have days out and days in. Make sure the screen goes off half an hour before bed. You just got to monitor it and do what's right for you. That sounds like you're not monitoring it at all. Unless what she means by that is making sure that she is fully aware what her children are doing with their screen time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good thing. I'm not scrolling down anymore.
So from that was probably a good plan. My initial understanding of it was the article was saying that every day her kids are on screens for 10 hours. After that, it sounds like it's twice a week.
No, they go out twice a week.
Are you sure?
They go out 2 or 3 times a week, I think is what they were saying. I don't know. Maybe. How is any family affording going out 5-6 times a week?
Well, I mean, if you go, the park's free. If you go throw a ball.
Bidenomics. It's geared everything.
Blue collar boys are making money. If he's a tradesman, he's making money.
If she's on OnlyFans, she's making money.
I'd as those teachers about those negative effects. Parents are blind to that crap. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Is she's just not aware of what's actually going on with the addiction that her children could very well be building. And hi, Pinky.
Oh yeah, and I'm not saying that it's still good. By the way, I'm perfectly fine with them being on screens regulated every single day, only a certain amount, 2 to 3 hours max, dotted throughout the day, type of thing.
And look, so her youngest is 7, and there comes a point where when they hit 13, 14, 15, that they don't hang out with you at all anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're losing all that time.
Fucking get a backyard.
They could. It looked like they could have.
Right.
Have a trampoline with that fucking leg spread money.
But yeah, so that is only going to help make things better in the world. As I wish she would have had examples of what her kids are. They didn't even talk about what her kids were doing. So
I want to hear.
Me think she has no idea what they're doing with their screen time.
I want to hear that kid talk. Can he complete a sentence? Can he like?
Mm.
Is it a pure
read it all.
product? Yeah, is it
You know
a
what's
pure
my-
product of teachers only and no parents?
You know what's one of
Inter-
my most favorite things to see? I'm at like the grocery store. I see the 7-year-old in the baseball cap drinking a fucking Monster Energy drink. I just love that shit. That just makes me so happy.
Being sarcastic.
Very
I
much.
fucking hate you.
Thank God.
Kids need energy.
Was that him?
No. So the energy drinks were not around when he was 7.
Oh yeah, you're both ancient, huh?
There's a possibility I'm the youngest here. Well, I don't know about fractured.
I think
Shut
me and
up.
Fractured
I
are
look
same
the
age.
oldest.
I might be.
Yeah,
I
you
might be
do look the
Fractured by
oldest.
a few months.
How
What do
old are
think,
you,
Fractured?
Steve?
Do you think children should have all the screen time? I had a feeling it wasn't there.
Oh no, I'm here. I was just
I'm
listening.
the youngest then, bitch.
But
Gal wins.
Wait, what do you wear? Kind of
Savage wants everyone to
At
know
being
that
the
he's bigger than
youngest.
Steve's.
No, I think about it like even as a kid for myself. Like, yeah, my brother and I were always out and about all over town. Then we came home at night. We played our video games and stuff like that. It got progressively worse of us just playing video games.
Yeah.
And that
as
was probably
in
more
the
towards
in the
teenage
high
years.
school and everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, you know, it
Tis
was
what
much.
it is.
It was much a calmer, easier thing for my mom to deal with. She didn't have to worry about us being out there and getting into God knows what. But no, I mean, I think I've said this before, and it always kind of gets my goat is how I working retail and everything, and I see young kids in the shopping carts being pushed around while they just sit there and they're just staring at the tablets, staring at the phones, and I am just like, yeah, exactly like that, Brad. And I that's where I am, just of that mind. And you know, I love the Cable Guy because it points out exactly that thing of when you just sit a kid in front of a screen and go, now to spend time with the babysitter. There you go, you're taken care of. At least it does. So kind of the title of the article is a bit baity, because it sounds like at least they do spend time with their kids,
right?
With these people, but it can be a problem when you are just substituting a TV screen, a tablet, or a game console, or whatever as some form of weird human interaction, and not actually like being there for your kids, talking with your kids and stuff like that. Like
Maybe they're reading books.
Maybe
they're all playing.
I mean,
I read more
Kindle?
books. I read more books on my iPad than like actual books now.
Right,
I
Kindles
can't
and stuff
stand
like that
reading
Kindles and stuff like that took up a lot. And you know, I
know.
I agree with that. I think physical books, much more for physical media. Absolutely.
It's
But for travel, iPads are so much easier.
Yeah, travel I understand, but
I'm
it
not
is a
saying I
convenience.
don't use Audible
It's
here.
a scientific fact that you retain
Audible's
more
great,
reading a
just 'cause-
physical book than you do over read a Kindle.
I have some weird. I don't know if I have an ADD, but like Audible's great for just listening to audiobooks, because I do have problems focusing and concentrating on books. So, but
What's funny is I have problems focusing on books with Audible. I'll have to go back a lot with Audible.
Yeah,
I
can't do it
can
when I work
focus on
anymore.
physical better.
Well, that's why at least if I like the book, I'll keep listening to it over and over again.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many times I've gone through certain ones at this point.
Yeah.
And some I'll like, if I don't really pay close enough attention, I'll be like, not worth my time. It didn't have the right elements to drag me in. That was kind of how I felt with Dune. There's a lot of there's
a lot of like lineage shit in that, isn't there?
There's a lot, and like not even in a
What, the
fun
movie
way,
or
like
the book?
The book.
The book
not
is
even like
dense.
yeah, and it's not even at least like interesting, kind kind of in the way Tolkien did it with his book, even though Lord of the Rings gets very fucking dense too with their lore. But anyways, you know, with the screens and stuff like that, yes, you know, somebody has to kill the fucking babysitter at some point, and parents, be with your kids. Because I mean, it's the same on their end too. It's like I'll see parents that have headphones and shit like that in walking around with their kids, and I mean, I think about it too. It's like in some of the teenagers, same thing, headphones in their ears while they're walking around with their parents. I know my mom would have smacked me right upside the goddamn head if I was doing anything like that. And I'm like, no, one, you pay attention to your environment. And two,
oh, God, yes,
we're here together. And,
Yep,
you know,
that was
it was those sort of things that, you know, that does and that's why it was I've laughed being in restaurants when I see the legit boomers at a table across from us all on their goddamn phones, and here I am being one of the people that I put my phone away until again, if there's like a little like pamphlet thing on the table and my mom saw it and she's like, there's this coupon, scan it. I'm like, all right. That'd be like the only sort of times I'd bust out the phone and be like, okay, here we go. But it's like, otherwise, no, that's family time. That's
and
even as much as, you know, grandparents and shit could be annoying. It's like I never pulled out my Game Boy or anything like that. Spending time with those people, it's like, no, you are there as a family. You aren't meant to be glued to a screen all the goddamn time. Knock it off, people.
Yeah, the headphones is another
Steve,
pet peeve
I'm gonna
of
stab
mine.
you.
I know.
Turn it on vibrate.
Mr. Popular over there.
No. So I was gonna have my house, and like some friends found out, and they're super salty because I didn't invite them.
Jesus Christ, are you in high
You know
school?
who? You know who?
Well, shit, I didn't even get fucking invited.
Oh,
you gotta text them.
That's because I got 3 fucking chairs. I got to limit who comes over.
All right, fair enough.
Not
I would
trying
not
to
have
have
been happy in that
my
situation.
landlord literally lives next door. Like, I'm not trying to throw a goddamn rager. Like, fuck, dude, I'm not in my 20s. Like,
what was I going to say? The headphones is one of my biggest pet peeves. I love now whenever I do go through a drive-through and they've got their fucking earbuds in while I'm trying to
order. Yeah,
drive-through. That's always fun. There was a rule in my house: no headphones in the car. We're going to talk. We're going to have conversation. We're going to listen to whatever the music that happens to be on the radio, which is usually per the driver. Yeah, that was no headphones, like fucking Brad here.
I'm listening to you, you realize.
I was gonna say that's for that, but
I was like, I mean, I'm listening to mine.
Yeah, I don't see anyone else here with headphones on.
No. You invited Savage, Steve?
I didn't invite nobody. I literally
saying you invited him.
That's because that
I suddenly saw Wade's comment. Would you marry her, Duke? I'm not even married to my.
He's talking about he was trying to see the mom versus AOC or whatever, and I'll be honest, AOC, I don't care. Crazy eyes and
you two going for them commie titties.
Yeah.
Like if you can.
Well, she's into gingers.
What was that, gal?
He said, "Well, if you can duct tape her mouth shut."
Or something. Just fill it.
Well, you know, I mean,
oh boy,
if you're good enough, there's no need to talk.
What was that Latina that was running for governor that drops the F bomb all the time?
Oh, I don't know if I think she's running for Congress, but I don't know her name.
Oh, her and AOC and OF would be great.
Jesus. And on that note,
What's sad is
We're at
I
almost
followed
three and
some
a
of those
half
actors.
hours.
Christ.
This shit show has been going on for far long enough. Thank you to everyone who has stayed through this whole thing. We have been many places.
This has been a wild one, yeah.
Talk to your therapist about it tomorrow.
Yes. I don't think anyone lost their dinner tonight, so we were good there. Gal, how about you let the people know what you got going on and where they can find you while I drop your link in the chat.
You can find me on Green
you
Nancy
beat me. I was
Liberal
just
all
about to do
over on the socials. Normally I do my stream on Thursdays, basically at this time, but I might move it to Wednesdays. I'm thinking about it.
Do it because I need
Robin-
something to watch on Wednesdays.
Well, there we go. I mean, I didn't do it on Wednesdays before because Wrong Think was going on, but that got moved to Tuesdays, and yeah. So, but Cooking the Books Thursdays, maybe Wednesdays, is my main stream, and then I produce for Dermy tomorrow, Ballbusters, and I'm on Samuel the Infamous's channel on Saturdays and Horny Elves on Sundays. Slightly busy on streams during
But
the
not this
weekends.
Sunday.
Correct. Yes, that is true. Valid. I was thinking ahead for next Sunday.
Yep.
Smart. Yeah, but mostly just follow me on Twitter and I post where I'll be and all that. Thanks for having me on. This was fun.
Not a problem. Thank you for joining us. Even though, I mean, you didn't have to. I know you're busy Thursdays. Thank you very much.
No worries. I still got 2 hours and 15 minutes on my stream before coming over here. So we're good.
And yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Steve, want to tell everyone what you're not doing?
I'm not having a party
Hands.
because I got a dog sit. I have to dog sit for a week starting Saturday, so I'm not trying to have dogs and fucking people. Like, it's one or the other.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather deal with dogs.
Well, and you don't want to deal with cringe dogs and people at the same time.
Yep.
Dogs are
The
fucking.
police might get called. The dog might get shot.
No. Cops get called. I'm leaving my own house. Fuck that.
I was more. Did you guys not see the video of the dog that got shot?
Yeah, there's a dog that got shot yesterday. I couldn't fucking watch it.
I shouldn't have accidentally hit the unmute button on it because there was sound.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably a bad idea.
I did the same.
Yeah.
And Mr. Duke Devil, Mr. Brad, what have you got going on this week?
Well, this week I actually have a fantasy football draft tomorrow night.
Are we doing football?
We were supposed to do that too. Shock was supposed to put something together.
I guess we'll talk about it in DMs.
No wonder he ran away. No wonder he ran away earlier.
I'm a
so that
professional
I will be
fantasy football player, and then he runs away.
I will be doing that tomorrow. And then, of course, since fantasy football always has a little imbibement of liquid, I will then be joining
Oh God.
Ballbusters at 11 o'clock my time. I'm not shocking Dermy this week.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
know
shocking
what?
Dermy this week.
Duke's going to be the main drunk on that one. It's not Dermy's won't be drunk because
I might be the main drunk on that one.
Yeah, it won't be that big of a shit show.
I may well be the main drunk because I'll already have a few in me by the time I get there. Otherwise, go check out my channel, Duke Devil 95. I have a bunch of videos up there. I haven't had anything in 3 weeks because work has been kicking my ass, but hopefully I'll get back to it this weekend. Otherwise, you can see me every Thursday here. Wednesday nights, I am on Wednesday night is overbooked. That's talking wrestling with Legion Talks, Left Eye Ego, Matt, and Joker's Voice. That's at 10 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Talk about WWE wrestling.
I'll have to chime in. Left Eye's fucking funny.
Yeah, Left Eye's good.
We torture him so much. It's
Yeah,
not
we
even
do.
funny.
It's fucking dumb.
Yeah, Left Eye is awesome. He's he's pretty wholesome.
Brad, you're gonna have to send me the link for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop in and I'm just gonna pink sock. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave.
And
just look up the name Jade Cargill beforehand. Just look that up.
Mr. Fractured Filter, you let the people know what you got going on.
Absolutely. I am the Fractured Filter. You can find me here on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, Odyssey, you name it, I am there. Of course, Saturday Night Sith this weekend. Thanks to Amanda Stenberg, we'll have certainly some interesting conversations involving that dopey bitch. And there, oh god, it should be hilarious. I might bring up some things that, much like there's some rumblings going on even for us here in Idaho, but more north side of us. So I might decide to bring that up just to kind of rustle those jimmies a bit.
Okay.
And then of course, like it is towards the end of the show, we have been doing our Stargate SG-1 watch, still in season 2, but now the next one is we'll be getting into the Tok'ra. So the introduction of those piss ants. Yeah, thank you. I'm vindicated. I'm not the only one.
You don't like the rebel Gould. Okay.
Not obnoxious.
So you are a fan of the Empire. I got you.
Shut
Grand
the
Admiral.
fuck up.
I'm in
Grand
the
Admiral
white.
Fractured.
I'm in the Grand
assholes.
Admiral outfit. But no, I mean, like it is. Those are.
He's in the white.
I am in the white. I'm fractured the white now. Whiter.
You are supreme.
One would say. But yes, regardless of my distaste for the Tok'ra, 2 fantastic episodes.
I
but
don't hate all of them. Sorry.
Not all of them are bad.
Sorry.
Yeah, hashtag not all.
Hashtag not all.
but yes, we'll be doing that, of course. And then just kind of keep an eye out. I've been playing a little bit of the Evil Dead the game. I might start streaming that as kind of just one of those little easy stream games during the week. We'll see how I feel, because work has been very interesting as of late, and I'll see if I have the energy. But that'll be something to check out. And also, do please check out the Fractured Filter gaming channel, because I do now have the complete playlist for Knights of the Old Republic playthrough of 1 and 2 for full light side. It was fun, exciting, and I don't think I want to do another 8-hour stream again. But I mean, the funny thing is like I was so into the game anyways, despite frustrations and anger at the end of KOTOR 2 there. But it was fun. So please do check that out as well. And then, of course, I'll be back here. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. That's all she wrote right now.
So keep an eye on this channel. Tomorrow at 5 p.m., I start my playthrough of Dustborn. I'm going to be playing that up until roughly Ballbusters starts. And then I will be playing that throughout the weekend as time allows. I will be streaming it here on my YouTube channel. I don't normally stream games, but I think that I'm going to make this one exception. I think I'm going to be making a video on this. I've got some stuff that I'm tossing around. But anyways, so keep an eye out for that. And then Ballbusters and Saturday Chatterday. And then back Monday for Monday Night Bloodbath. And I think that's it. I think those are all of what I do. For now, at least. Like I said, there's some other things that I'm working on, trying to figure out how I want to put it all together. But yeah, thank you to Savage. Thank you to Kel. Thank you to Pinky. Thank you to Wade, Meteor Advocate Timon. Cyber Ninja was here for a little while.
Small Time
Thank
Republic.
you to Dom H. Ariel was here for a bit. They were asking about you over on Alf's channel the other day, Ariel, if you're still there.
Legatus.
Legatus, Small Time Republic's always in here. Thank you, sir. And yeah, no outro video, so wave awkwardly at the cameras.